like hit record too.
We're live, dude. We're live. Like right now, as we speak, I'm going
No.
on my phone right now just to make sure this is all good and well. Oh God, my.
Hello.
Oh yep, of
my
course it's calling it
God,
Danganronpa.
hello.
Of course it's calling it Danganronpa. Please let me.
Hello, Zaandarbrow audience. Welcome back to the stream of the live.
Hey, Brower, I need you to go on Twitch.
Hello,
Laptop thing right
Zaandarbrow
now, 'cause I have
audience.
to now.
Welcome to this.
I now have to use this to
Okay,
edit it
sure.
manually. Brower,
10th
this is why
anniversary of
your
Smash
laptop
Brotherhood,
is so
15th
bad.
anniversary
You've
of
got like a
Zaandarbrow. Oh my
million
God!
tabs open.
I mean, it's not bad. It runs pretty good.
You're also not signed in.
Yeah, I can do that if you
Well,
want.
he doesn't go on Twitch often.
Yeah.
Yeah, log into your Twitch, Brower.
Yo.
Ay. This happens to me every time I stream, though. So, like, I usually have a
Look,
second monitor.
there is no stream without difficulties.
I don't know. I've legitimately tried everything to fix this issue and nothing works. I've logged out of my Twitch shit. I have uninstalled and reinstalled Streamlabs. It is just always this, like, it never wants to change the stream title whenever I go back to it.
I'm in, maybe.
Alright, thank you. Thank you. Because I am live, and I gotta change everything, and thankfully, because I have you as a mod...
Are we on YouTube or just Twitch?
I should have had you. We're on Twitch, bro, just Twitch.
Okay.
And even though you're a mod, I guess I did... Oh, I gave Luna that power. God damn it, but I actually need you still on here. You can use this to advertise it, Brower, so at least use that link. I gotta fucking do this. This is so stupid.
Technology's stupid.
Technology is stupid. Your wish is stupid.
Your wish
Stupid.
is dumb as
Stupid.
Alright.
Stupid.
Luna has the power, but you don't. Okay. Yeah.
Ugh.
Of Smash Bros. Thank you for the comment, Brower. That does help my algorithm out a little bit. Smash Bros. 10th anniversary of Smash Brotherhood.
15th anniversary of Zaandarbrow.
2010, maybe.
Hell yeah!
Technically 2009, but those are on Facebook.
I mean, technically 2008.
Alright. This is first time I get to use the just chatting tag in more than a year, actually.
Right?
Wait, what?
Because you're normally playing a game.
Yeah, I'm normally playing a game. The last time I had to use just chatting was like one stream that I did when I was reading creepypastas, and it was a good time.
Hmm.
It was a good time.
It was a good time. It was a good time. Oh, fuck, copyright.
Alright. And now for me to advertise the stream around as well. I hate that.
I love my subscribers.
Do you?
When they actually comment.
Damn. Alright.
Hey, bro.
Hey, there's a weird scratching noise. Can we please stop that? Thank you. Who is eating a bag of chips on this stream?
Yes.
God damn it, Reese.
You're... I know I have an echo going on right now, but it's like because I have to do advertisement now for the stream.
Yeah. Alright, Q&A's done in a folder.
Alright.
In 7 parts.
Yeah, if you had a better Honestly, Broward, that's probably another thing we'll probably have to help you with is SSD, because that'll probably help you with larger files like that. Like you needed at least a terabyte.
Oh yeah. Because I've exported hour-long videos before, but this was 2 hours and it wasn't doing it.
2 hours, yeesh.
Yep, 7 parts.
In 7 parts for 2 hours.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, it would help a lot. I will link the stream here as well if you guys could just like you could mute it, whatever. Just hang around, lurk on it because it helps me with my stream
Do
numbers.
y'all want me to make a premiere for Q&A part 1?
Not now.
Okay.
Bro, alright, like have it unlisted. Have everything set when the stream ends. Then you can do everything.
Okay.
Alright. But, alright. I did my bit of advertising right now. I have to do this tradition. When you need a good... I'm not gonna fucking shill the fucking energy drink that I do. But hey, if anybody wants a good energy drink, I have everything down in the description down below. Fuck you, I'm advertising myself anyway. In description down below here on Twitch.com is a lovely thing called Glitch Energy. Use my code at checkout if you can.
Looks furry.
Do it.
Get that glitch!
Alright. But that being said, I know there's probably a lot of people who may be tuning in late or may be watching this VOD late, but yes, I know this is different from the norm of what I do on this, but today is a very special day as it marks the 10th anniversary of the very first YouTube series I ever got to be a part of, and it would not have been a thing had I not met the people known as Willow Titov and Will Brower.
Welcome.
Hello!
And today we're doing this stream because the lovely snowman person that you see, Reese Maynard, also known as Jerry the fucking Snowman's biggest fan, wanted to have us sit down for his own Q&A to interview us for it. And alongside us is, honestly, without this man, there probably would not have been 3 seasons of it. Patrick Robinson, give yourself the floor.
Hi. It's a pleasure to be here.
Someone catch that man. He stole the floor.
Oh my god. Alright. Well, I guess that being said, yeah, so I do have a good amount of questions to ask each and every one of you. And I think it's going to be very fun. I'll say this. I never thought in a million years I would be interviewing all of you on a show that I grew up watching as I was becoming less of a virgin. And, yeah. So, my question goes for each of you. So, like, how this will work is I'll ask the question, and then in a random order, each of you will answer the question in your own way.
Sorry, I need to interject really quick on that. Because of the weird way me, Brower, and Emily, sorry, Emily, say hi.
Hi!
The way
Hi,
we have
Emily.
to
Sorry,
handle,
Emily.
yeah, the way we have to handle things right now, is very awkward. So I will have our side muted for the most part as everyone speaks, and then I'll just go one by one with us to answer the questions. It'll go me, then Brower, then Emily.
Okay.
Okay, so then in that respect, then I'll probably ask Patrick and then Willow and then you guys last.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Okay. Okay, so my question is, how do you look back on Brotherhood as a whole nowadays? And Patrick, you can go first.
So how do I look back at Brotherhood as a whole?
Yeah.
It's interesting. Admittedly, I haven't watched it as a whole in 10 years. But it was very interesting in the fact that it really was my first time making any type of film project in any context, really. And so it was really a breeding ground for just uninhibited creativity. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. A lot of unfiltered content was coming out of. And but yeah, it was definitely a first. It was definitely. I definitely appreciate it because it is one of those first few steps to where you have so many ideas, good or bad. You just get them all out, and that's your first journey. You're the first steps of the journey of who you like become. So I look at it like that. As for like the content of itself, pretty good from what I last remember for what it was. Would probably cut down on the cursing, among other things, but yeah.
All right. Okay, so then Willow, is your turn.
Sorry, what was the question again?
Oh my god. The question was, how do you look back on Brotherhood as a whole?
Oh, very fondly. But then again, unlike a lot of these people that are here in the stream today, and a lot of them that aren't here, unlike a lot of Zaandarbrow's current cast and crew, I had a huge gap in my time with Zaandarbrow. So I view Brotherhood as like my last big project with Zaandarbrow before things finally came to like not a conclusion, but before things kind of came to an abrupt, unplanned sort of halt. And then like 7 years went by, and before we knew it, I came back. But still, Brotherhood was basically like that last. It was like that last thing that I'd done with Vanderbrow, so I view it very fondly and like it's very special to me, honestly.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. Tio, Brower, Emily, you can unmute yourselves. I would say Tio, your turn would be next.
Yeah, the order is going to be no matter what. It's going to be me, then Brower, then Emily.
Okay.
But
Fine, this is your show.
God fucking damn it. I do look very fondly to Zaandarbrow. You know, I was gone for a certain amount of time, and I came back. And when I was coming back, the very first thing I did was I binge watched Brotherhood all over again. I was messaging Brower, what the fuck happened to the first episode? Willow, thanks. But you rectified that. But still,
I love you.
yeah.
Bitch!
But when it was just like it's very rough, you know, when you do go back to it, because it's just like, man, this is the humble beginnings. Maybe not so much for Brower and Willow, but for like people like me, Patrick, and Emily. That's our humble beginnings right there with that show. And it's just like, it doesn't matter how much like we could say like, oh, season 1's not very good, don't watch it, or season 2's got a lot of issues, and then but season 3 is really great. It doesn't matter how many times we say that. At the end of the day, without that, we have no beginning. So no matter what, at least for me, it's something that I appreciate, I love, I adore. I am better now than I was back then with it in many aspects. Brower.
Same question?
Yeah, it's the same question.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel looking back to Smash Brotherhood 10 years later?
Looking back, I'm glad I know what shots are now, because holy fuck, we would go on for like a hot minute without cutting, and I think that would be the only take we would have left. for an edit. But looking back at it, honestly, we learned what acting was. We learned how to work with our friends, and it was honestly a stepping stone because half the time when people look at like old YouTube videos, they're like, "Oh, this is a skit," and they're like, "Wait, there's episodic shit going on. What is this?" So that pretty much made me go into the more storytelling based stuff because obviously it's inspired by Mario, so I wanted it to be like kind of a science fiction video game parody. Don't sue me. It was just for fun. And honestly, looking back at it, it was a good starting point because nowadays we're doing branching off into other things, like we're doing.
Shit! Nintendo lawyers are here. Fuck!
No.
I am here for my money. Give me.
We don't have any. You fuck!
Yeah.
Give me 12 money.
Fuck off!
13 money.
Hell yeah.
Go ahead, bro. Sorry.
But obviously, it was a learning point. Even if someone said, "Would you delete any of your old videos?" Only the really bad ones. Like, no, I would keep all my college and high school videos, and like 10 years since college, and even with me and Willow, 15 years since we started in 2010. So, Brotherhood was the actual turning point of not using my laptop as a webcam to record it or my handheld camera. So, it was a learning point, and I'm glad we started just doing shit with our friends, and to now me working on film festival films. So it works out.
Hey, Brower, may I interject one thing?
Yeah.
I want to say
All right. And then Emily, what is your answer to that question?
Hey! I was doing something, bitch.
I'm getting the cane. I'm dragging you out.
No. All right. But no, it's a point that I wanted to bounce off of what that Brower had said. That he learned how to act, and it's like I want to talk about this one memory that I have. It's early season 3 when it was just me, Brower, Willow, and Emily filming that day. And there's this moment where Mario's at the computer desk and he's just going on this really nice, well performed rant, and we're behind him holy shit, Brower. And then he's like, by the way, that was all ad-libbed. And we're like, holy shit, Brower.
Improv.
He can do that.
Improv.
It was
improv.
Yeah. It's we dogged a little bit on Brower for his acting back then, and it's dude, you've improved so fucking much. You really need to give your flowers on that. And it goes to show this was, as Brower said, it was his moment of stepping stone and us learning to act.
I'm glad I don't stutter through all my lines or pause like this anymore, Luigi.
Anyway, pass it to Emily.
How do I feel about the microphone having limp dick around me? I'm sorry. We all have it happens to the best of us. I'm so sorry, microphone.
Don't worry.
I know, I do that to people. So how do I feel about looking at Smash looking back? Well, number one, I can't believe it's 10 fucking years. Number two, I look at it the way most people would look at a yearbook. You look back at it, and, there's a lot of nostalgia, there's a lot of good memories, there's a lot of, and, there's also elements of, this is where I came from, this is where I started. There's also elements where I cringe, but, that's a given. With anything you do for a long time, you're gonna cringe at what you do.
Yep.
But I guess what I would have to say to people who are doing shit for a while, I would encourage you not to delete your videos. I would encourage you not to, you might feel embarrassed about it, but there's a lot of shit I deleted because, oh god, this is bad, this is so bad. But look, going forward, I kind of wish I had it. Because it's when you do that, unless it's really, really bad, offensive, but if it's just bad as in skill level or it's not good quality, don't delete that because you'll never be able to see how far you come, no matter where you won't be able to see where you came from. If you only keep your good parts up on the internet, again, you're not going to be able to compare and really appreciate how far you've come because each and every one of you have really come far in what you do and have gotten better. Brower got better with his acting, his shot list. Yeah, no. And Tio, you've gotten better with your acting, and
I learned how to hold a camera through Smash Brotherhood.
yes. Um, no, so it's just like, Willow, I want to say you improved somewhere, but I feel like you've been good consistently. Okay, no, here's what you have gotten better at, legitimately. You've gotten better at being a team player. You've gotten better at working with people, communicating, and
Yeah.
really like because back in the day there were times where we had conflicts because you either had a passive way of communicating or like didn't communicate at all.
Or you were just a whole bitch that day.
Yeah.
I was just a bitch, let's be honest.
Exactly. But now you're like, you still have your bitchy moments, which who doesn't? But it's just like you've gotten better about like working with people and whatnot.
Yeah, no, I've learned what it actually means to be part of a team and what value there is in that, honestly. Yeah.
Patrick,
I
I
did
got
not
nothing
really
about you.
understand that back then.
You've been consistently good. I have no notes. I'm sorry.
I guess you cursed less now.
Yeah, I
To
guess
be
you
fair-
curse
to be
less.
fair, to be fair, I only just came back like last year. Like there's 7 years or so of like of time that
Yeah.
is pretty much nothing happened
Wait a minute.
with
Hold
me
up!
regarding Zaandarbrow.
Sorry, Willow.
Yeah.
Round of applause! Woo!
Scream for Taco Bell, not me. That's not what I asked for.
I cheered for you. Goddamn.
Anyway, so.
Hold up. I got one more thing. Sorry.
Yeah.
And Reese, since you got in, you definitely have your humble beginnings, but again, we talked about it today, where it's like, with the script writing, now we actually know what the fuck's going on, so you improved tremendously there. I'm honestly proud of you for like coming as far as you did with your filming when you like did like find the motivation to push forward with what you're doing, and I hope you continue doing that honestly. But yeah, that's all I got.
All right. Well, to answer that, yeah, no, I mean, this year in general, I have to keep pushing forward and make it even better. So yeah. But yeah, no, but like when it comes to like how I personally reflect on Brotherhood, so like it was way different for me, obviously, because when Brotherhood came out, I was still in high school. Like I think I had just started high school when Brotherhood like started coming out. And like back then, I kind of just saw it as like like your typical like television show that would come out every Friday after school, and like I would tune into that shit, and then eventually I became friends with Brower and the crew, and things just kind of naturally evolved over the years. So I am really grateful for that. But when it comes to like the show itself, I do remember like back then when I was a kid. I thought that a lot of really cringeworthy parts were like really good because I remember it was the one scene in chapter 1 where Mario and Luigi get into an argument and Luigi's like, "Damn it, Mario, I'm not your brother." For some fucking reason, like I thought that was like top-notch acting as a kid, but looking back now, I'm just like, what the fuck is this writing? But I will say,
Shots up!
Yeah, no, I'm
I
sorry.
will say,
I do gotta be honest, just really quick off of that. When I was doing like the rewatch upon my return to Zaandarbrow, much like everybody else's commentator, I fucking lost my shit at Brower's Mario going like, okay guys, let's set that down. Shut the fuck up! It's just out of nowhere. And Brower's just standing there like, okay, what the fuck do I do? Brower, what do you have to say about that moment in Brotherhood?
Let's see. I beat my brother's ass, and I apologized the next day, so I can
You are
I can
not
see
my
where the
fucking
reaction is
brother.
going.
Oh my god. Anyway, let's keep it
but
going.
despite all the, huh?
Don't worry. Keep going. That's all I said.
Okay. Yeah, but despite cringeworthy moments like those, I will say Brotherhood got better as it went on. Like I mean, it's a given. Like chapter 1 is probably the weakest. 2 is kind of like average a little bit. Like it starts off really strong, then it kind of gets a little ends really good, and then chapter 3, while having filler, without a doubt, the best chapter in the entire series. So I do think that like as you guys got better, the show got better. So that's it for question 1. Question number 2. This is again for each and every one of you, sort of in order. What was your favorite and least favorite moment of working on the show? And what I mean by that, it could literally mean your favorite moment in the show, your least favorite moment in the show, like production, writing, whatever it is. So, Patrick, you could start with that.
Favorite bit, probably just verbally abusing Brower. Which I look back now and I apologize for, but like, when it wasn't being actively mean, it was fun. Worst bit, just trying to on the worst bit, the planes, trying to record when a plane was flying up across the sky.
Damn it, Myrtle.
We still have that problem to this day, to the point we started calling them Myrtle because it sounds like a fucking bitch name.
Well, Myrtle's
Because
girl in
420.
I had to land in Myrtle Beach when I was going down there.
Oh yeah, fuck that bitch.
Yeah, that's why I called it Myrtle.
Alright, I'll unmute again.
Okay. All right, Willow, you are next.
Who's next?
You are.
Oh, okay. Sorry, you cut out on my end. I couldn't hear.
Okay.
Yeah, no, my I would have to say my least favorite part about Smash Brotherhood and filming it was how I was pushing Luigi into this very extremely negative, angsty, negative, you're not my brother whole like kind of story arc thing, and I I could see what I was trying to do with it, but in just going back and watching it, it did not get executed well. It just feels out of nowhere. Not to mention, I don't dedicate to it half the time, so it's like it pops in and out whether or not Luigi hates Mario. Like one day he hates Mario, the next day they're buddy buddy. It's just like that is one thing that is like one of my least favorite aspects from that whole era is just my decision to like kind of just weave that in there because that wasn't really Brower's or Patrick's storyline or anything. No, that was my idea, and I admittedly I do regret it because it definitely was a bit of a weaker point in the overall story. I think, but you know that's we live and we learn. We live and we learn. What are you gonna do? But yeah, no. As far as favorite stuff goes, though, I would have to say honestly, just doing chapter 3, like it was painful doing chapter 3. Like it was rigorous. Like there was a lot of stuff we were doing trying to get right. It got hot some of those days. I especially remember like chapters 1 and 2. I don't know what it was, but it was not as bad as it was like when we were filming chapter 3. I think it's because
That's
we were
because
like
y'all were filming it in like late fall, around the winter time, early spring.
It was like
That's
late
why.
summer, early fall. Yeah, yeah. That explains it. Yeah, yeah. But it was still, despite even that, it was still such a fun chapter to film, such a fun time. Like I loved filming chapter 1 and even chapter 2, even though I will say that's kind of the weakest of the 3 of them. Chapter 3 was probably overall my most favorite thing of Smash Brotherhood to film. Like, not even just speaking story wise, but just to make chapter 3 was so much fun. We were doing so many cool things. We were introducing so many cool ideas. It was such a fun time. Like everyone was having fun.
Okay.
That's it for me.
All right, Teal.
Okay, my least favorite thing. Getting heat stroke as Dark Link and then being asked if I can still film.
Brower.
You are so much better about that now, Brower. I know I bring that up and you're probably like, please stop, and it's like that is like I have to just be honest, that is like the only thing that I can think of that is like that is my least favorite moment right there.
And just sorry to interrupt, Teal,
You're
but
fine.
I say I love Chapter 3 with that also included. Broward was trying to make us go out into some pretty inhumane conditions.
Yeah, like, I'm sorry. You know what? Just like in my note, it's just like I love doing this production, but all the times where it's just like even Florida's weather having hurricane force thunderstorms, and Broward's like, we can still film this.
I mean, that sounds about right.
And that's for a cool dramatic effect.
Rain or shine, we're filming, fuckers.
I'm with you. I understand.
What's a little rain on the camera? We'll just wipe it off. Just put a t-shirt over it.
You know what? Everyone else is having a writer's strike. Meanwhile, me, I can do it.
Broward, you are the reason actors go on strike.
You know what?
It's
You were
okay.
filming during
We're
the
not part of a union because you were not paid.
No. He's joking.
I probably was.
All right, but also real quick, a friend of mine just jumped in the chat. Hello, Panda. Thank you for joining. Yes, fuck Hifumi.
He's Panda. We cool.
Yeah, he's Panda.
Oh, it's Panda! Yeah, fuck you,
Panda Express.
Panda.
Yeah, I got a friend named Panda. He's cool.
Hello,
Hello, Panda. Thank you for joining the stream.
Yeah. But as an equal thing on the least favorite thing, I gotta be honest, and I'm happy both of you are so much better now. This is definitely more towards Willow, but the bitchiness of you two back then.
Yeah, y'all were like a married couple.
Yeah. Also, hello,
Hold
Nicholas Krause. Nicholas Krause has joined the stream.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining. We're celebrating 10 years of Smash Brotherhood and the 15th anniversary of Zaandarbrow. That's crazy.
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Broward being Jeff
2010.
and Willow being Lisa was probably pretty accurate to what their relationship
Oh
was.
my
It
god.
really
We're
was.
talking.
Yeah.
You know, it's only fitting. It's only fitting that during the 15th anniversary of Zaandarbrow, 10th anniversary of Smash, it's only fitting we bring up Jeff and Lisa. Yeah, because honestly, let's be honest, that was basically me and Broward working through our stuff.
It really was.
It absolutely was.
Alright, so if I did two least favorites, I'll do two favorites. When I kicked Adam in the nuts. It was a total accident. Like, we were just really fucking into it, and then it's just like, okay, scene's done, and the next thing we know, Adam's on the fucking ground, howling
Bro,
out in pain.
There were so many people that got hit in the nuts. I remember
Brower got it a few times.
Justin came over to show us like some military like kung fu shit, and somebody threw the shotgun, and somebody got hit in the balls. I think it might have been Evan.
It was.
Was it Evan? He got hit in the balls with a butt of a
Beautiful.
shotgun.
I think a few times Willow got it as well.
Probably.
I think Patrick
yeah,
was the
no,
only
it's-
one to evade it.
Yes, I do not think that ever happened to me.
Patrick had the ultimate blooper injury, falling down the flight of stairs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, yes. Yes.
Let's look at that
Literally
happen.
jumped down.
Yeah, he jumped. He was doing a bit where he wanted to like be cool, jump off like the second story.
I remember that, and
I still
I
go back
regretted
and
that
watching
for
that.
like two weeks, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, how did your ankles not break, dude? Seriously.
About to move on to
It wasn't the ankles I worried about. It was my knees. The knees were just.
And the other favorite thing, which is probably like the ultimate favorite thing that I can definitely say was, it's like as much as I really love being able to like take Ash and make him the Deadpool of the channel, and people gravitated to it well. Jenna, I'm sorry, the mic is picking that up. All right. Please stop, guys.
Sorry.
All right.
R.I.P. headphone users.
Nothing, I think, if there's anything that can be my legacy on the channel, no matter what, and I'm happy about this to this day, is how I was able to handle Dark Link and how I was able to have the creative control and how the character worked and everything. I think, like, no matter what role I play, everybody's going to point out to, oh yeah, Tio was really great as Dark Link in
I
Smash
will
Brotherhood.
say to this day, the reason why I didn't necessarily want to include it in like my favorites of Brotherhood is because this is definitely more of Tio's thing. But to this day, Tio's Dark Link in Brotherhood Chapter 3 is one of our best characters like to date. It's just so iconic and so well pulled off.
You know, like honestly, Wario versus Dark Link with Waluigi is still my favorite fight.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
like
absolutely one of
that was
best.
the fight. That was the fight when watching things back. It's like I love watching back Mario versus Waluigi in the season 2 finale because it's just like there's something charming about it that still works, but Wario and Waluigi versus Dark Link feels like the first like oh shit's really going down fights.
Talking about my favorite thing and least favorite thing of Brotherhood.
Yeah. Also, sorry, just like I just got one thing to finish off with Dark Link. Really quick.
No, go ahead,
Yeah.
go ahead.
So, and it's like the one thing about Darkling, and it's like something I always say. There was one day, and I understand why Brower was like not sure how to like approach it, but there's this moment, and it's still, honestly, still looking back, we probably never should have done this, and it's just like there's this scene where Toad is giving Darklink a you know what? Go ahead, Reese. You're the only one who can say it.
You cut out to you. What'd you say?
The scene where Toad is giving Dark Link the bomb.
No, not the Babam.
Oh no, the other thing.
Yeah. So.
Just say the words, man. Just say the words.
All right. So there's a scene in Chapter 3 where Toad gives Dark Link a fucking beam sword lightsaber thing, whatever you call it.
Yeah. But this is like a moment, but to go on about it, and it's like, the thing about that scene was it was going to originally play out completely different. Brower had approached me with the script with lines for Darklink to speak, and I was like, you make me speak as Darklink, I'm gone. Like, I was that adamant on how much I wanted to keep the character mute. And I told Brower, it's like, let me fucking cook. And I fucking cooked in that still.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, I remember even bitching to you about it, too, like back when I was like 16, like, oh, I wish he would talk, and you're like, no, he's the Darth Maul of this franchise. He has to be a mute. I'm like, okay.
And I'm fucking right about that still.
Yeah. Link doesn't talk even in the games.
It depends on the game. It's like implied that he is speaking. But there's an implication that he is speaking to like the NPCs. Darklink, however, doesn't have that implication. Anyway, while Emily's now speaking,
I don't have any memories of how Smash went, but I will say my least favorite behind the scenes story is the inconsistency of Zaandarbrow Productions as far back as what was it, 2016? 2015, 2016? Hello, y'all.
Fucking
asking y'all.
2015
we started.
is,
Yeah, we.
what are we talking about? What time point? Because there's a lot that happened in Zaandarbrow. What are we talking about here?
We started filming season 1 in late 2014, and it debuted in 2015.
Okay, and I was in season 3 at that point.
Yeah, so you came in like tail end of 20. No,
20.
You started like early 2016.
Yeah. Okay. So my least favorite part is the inconsistency of Brower's planning, because what would happen is we would go to film, and Brower would say, "Okay, that's a wrap." So I head back to the apartment. I'm cooling down. I'm chilling out. Brower sends me a message. Hey, we got like 3 more scenes, which means 10 more scenes, to be honest. Can you come down here? And I knew that I'm like, why did you send? And it was a long walk, and Willow was talking about the Florida heat. So it's like I walked back in the Florida heat. I'm thinking, okay, this is it for today. And he asked me, hey, where's some scenes that we're missing of you? Can you come back here? And I was holding Tio's Eskrima stick at that time. I slammed it on the ground. I didn't think I was gonna break it, but lo and behold,
You didn't slam it on the ground. That's the worst part. You slammed it on Brower's love seat.
Not the love seat.
I thought it was his floor.
It was the love seat.
And
it was a love seat.
It fucking splintered. And I'm just like,
You asked me like, can I have this? You grabbed it, but
yeah. It was so over the top.
You had all that anger, and then as soon as you realized it broke, you're like, oh fuck.
I'm sorry, man. I'm like, I actually felt bad. I'm like, oh, this was not the result I was looking for. I was looking for the Kylo Ren tearing the thing up result, not that. Although, what was a stick gonna do to the love seat?
Well, apparently the love seat wins no matter what.
Love always wins.
Yeah, no, Have I ever seen this love seat, or did
No.
I just
No.
before my time?
It's before your time.
Yeah.
I threw it out. It was a nice.
It was a very nice love
Why
seat.
did you throw it out?
It was a lot to move, and it was old.
Yeah.
That's valid.
We would have kept it if we could.
Anyway, your favorite moment though?
In Smash?
Yeah, like production, anything. It was least favorite and favorite.
I don't have great memory of what happened in Smash. But I do know what was right next to Smash at that time, which was my favorite memory. The first ever episode I was in of Channel 420 News.
Yeah,
Because
baby!
so we had gotten done filming Smash.
Oh, hold on. Reese, are we allowed to talk about early 420 since it ties in a 15th anniversary of Zaandarbrow? Is that cool with you?
Yes.
I'll talk about it briefly. So, we were filming Smash, and then Tia was like, "Hey, we have this show called Channel 420 News. You want to be in it?" And I forgot what comedian I was watching, but he was like making fun of John Madden. I'm like, "Yeah, I'll just be that character." No, it wasn't Bill Burr. It was John Panay, maybe.
Is either that or there was...
He was making fun of who's a football announcer? John Madden. Like, he did this voice for John Madden. He could also sound like George W. Bush at times. I'm like, yeah, I'll just be the guy who sounds like John Madden since we're doing, like, a sports guy. So I did that episode, and it was a lot of fun to do. And I think that was all. This part is Smash related because that was also the night I made the Captain Falcon costume.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let it be known that Emily being involved in Smash Brotherhood and 420 News and all the characters involved happened within the span of 24 hours.
Not even. Like 12.
So.
Maybe like 8 hours,
everything.
if anything.
Like, we made the costume, we then got the John Bonerson activated.
Yeah.
It was insane how we were able to do that so much on the spot, and god fucking damn do I wish I had that motivation
I wish I had that energy anymore. I don't have that
Yeah.
energy.
Getting old sucks.
Don't do
Speak
it.
for yourselves.
Yeah.
Don't get old, people. Don't get old. It's not fun.
Don't recommend it.
Yeah, no, listen.
You can't stop
You're only
life.
old if you let yourself get old.
It's true.
I think Patrick is still away right now, so you already did your least favorite and favorite moments.
Really?
You know what? Oh shit, I think we accidentally skipped Brower. Fuck.
Alright, go crazy, Brower. Go crazy. It is your turn for this.
Alright. Least favorite moments, fighting with Lackett's partners off screen.
Okay. I need to say this now.
The fact that he has to say partners. The fact that he has to say partners. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I need to say this now. We will not explain any said partners. However, there are stories with one in particular that I don't feel comfortable saying on stream. But yes, I am also with you down in the comments. Oliver is shiz. Hi. Good to see you here. Imagine having energy. Yeah.
Imagine having energy. Oliver reaches. Yeah, we see you and we agree with you.
Other than,
Just imagine,
like,
imagine watching BVL 7.
I'm not explaining that. I will explain it later.
like, other than the partner bullshit back in the day. It was fun, like just going in and out of the apartment and having shots take up till I'd say like 2 hours to shoot because of random behind the scenes bullshit. That was my least favorite part. That was definitely my least favorite part. Although I think my second least favorite part would be finding out how shit it was in editing because I'm like, this is gonna be cool. Never mind. I remember that one long ongoing tangent between Luigi and Ness in Willow's bedroom with
Oh my
no,
god! Don't
it was like,
even.
oh, don't worry,
What a
we can
fucking reminder.
improvise, like we can
God,
improvise
I.
this scene. And it was
Oh
about
god.
we can put cameras in the walls. Wait, I have a better idea. But wait, I have a better idea. And it went on for so long.
I went back. I was rewatching that scene the other day, and I was just thinking, it does not fucking end.
That's my
It keeps
issue with
going. Oh my
Alright.
god, when does it end? It's the entire episode.
See, that was my issue with Quest for Red because it still followed that part. The first one, not the one now.
No, the second one did too.
Yeah, it followed that. I think where we realized that that wasn't working was when me and Willow were trying to be like New Yorkers or some shit.
Bye, Oliver.
I want that
Bye.
bad. I'm not gonna lie. It's like it fucking sucks. It's awful, but it was funny in a weird fucking way. Fucking, I remember like Will's like going crazy, throwing the broom at the dog, going Donkey Dick 69, Donkey Dick 69.
It's funny in the way that a fresh off the boat immigrant is just getting a understanding English, and they're just using words that just sound good for the moment.
But
I will put foot in anus. It's ass dad.
I would have to
What?
say my favorite part was doing the fight scenes because just the shit that we wouldn't even choreograph that we would do on the spot and it would just look cool because the camera was circling around us. We were just attack me, I'll block your strikes, and it actually looked pretty good in the moment. Those were the best parts.
mentioning
The
that-
choreography moments were my favorite part.
That makes me think of that one fight between Waluigi and Mario where Tio was like filming us, but for the most part though, we were just basically just saying we were just going at it. Like that was fun. I think that was I want to say end of chapter 2, I want to say, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, let me chime this in really quick. Nicholas Krause in the chat right now. I remember doing a cameo for both
Nicholas
Brotherhood and Channel 420 News then. That was fun. Yes, that... one thing is I will say about the 420 News thing. I had asked Brower that day, hey, is there any fans you want to, like, just, like, you know, like, bring them up, let them have some fun with the show? And he brought you, Reese over here, and Nico. Yes, but Curtin.
Yeah, Nico was part of it.
If you did miss that episode, Nicholas, which I am so grateful you did do that still back then, and I still think to this day you did absolutely great with what you had with it. Like, you had nothing and you made something out of it. If you missed the episode, Reese ended up having his character join 420, and as a result, the 8 o'clock news has been absolved and is a part of 420, but it's not going by its name. It is gone. We will miss it dearly.
The 8 o'clock news is no longer a time slot.
It was time the 8 o'clock news died.
Yeah. Anyway, Brower, is that it for you?
Let's see, I can think of one more favorite. Other than... Let's see, choreography. Okay, so I was terrified about going out in public in costumes, and I think my other favorite part was getting over that and just being like, hey, I want to go to, like, Target in costume, because now I don't care anymore, and that was really fun.
I remember you.
Now that
I remember
you
and Willow did that with me with his ass. Like, you guys took me to fucking Starbucks, and the people at Starbucks were so fucking done with us. But you know what? I am cringe.
The big thing that really let Brower like get out of that whole fear of going into public was when we were doing the Young Mario Bros. Season 2. We started to go to public places like Doorbrook Park and whatnot, where local parks in our area, and started filming there instead of just our backyards. And I think that's part of what allowed Brower to like overcome that fear of filming in public, which I think we both had. I didn't have as much, but he definitely had that kind of reservation there, yeah.
All right.
Emily's got something to say.
That's really surprising to me, considering like now Brower gives no fucks about going in costume.
Oh yeah.
Because there was a recent one where it's like, yeah, I'll just go to Sunny's drive-thru in Shadow Mario costume. Like, just make sure you wipe your fucking makeup off, so don't say you're doing blackface.
Well, Shadow Mario is just my eyes.
Yeah, no, it's just your eyes. It's not that bad.
As a cosplayer, this is like
But,
normal to me. It's like y'all are scared to do this.
Yeah.
It was a decade ago. It was
Yeah.
still like that whole like, hey, are cosplayers cool yet kind of thing.
Yeah, but still, I don't know.
Alright.
Am I allowed to say something?
I mean, do you want to say a favorite moment of Smash Brotherhood? 'Cause that was the topic.
Smash Brotherhood. I don't know. I guess like, I think my favorite is I don't know, just like Brower and Shady just like showing me everything. Like just they're so proud of it. It's nice to watch, and which kind of like I have like a favorite moment because it's not technically
Shady
out
and you,
yet,
Brotherhood.
but Emily and I wrote the next death battle that's gonna come out,
Oh.
and
Oh yeah,
it was
that's right.
really fun to one feel included, and two it was nice to just write a script again.
Brower got bonked in the head.
He got bonked in the head a lot, but no, and it was just it was nice like bouncing ideas off of Emily and just like I don't know like Brower's filmed me for random like 420 stuff like for his birthday.
Technically,
but
that was me.
still, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But
Give me credit.
give me
It's
but like I don't know, just like helping Emily write that script, like it, and like then when we first started the first night of filming, I don't know, it just felt like official that I was a part of it.
Yeah.
You were a tremendous out there that night because
Yeah.
my brain was all over the place, and you made sure it wasn't.
Yeah, and I love how I was like low key dying and didn't realize it until the next morning. But like it just felt official to like be a part of the Zaandarbrow crew, I guess. After that.
Oh, he's hugging her. He's happy.
So
Now he's vibrating.
oh my god!
No! We're not that kind of Twitch channel.
Unless
we will be if the viewers go to the description down below and help me with my glitch fucking. Listen, I have to chill it.
Pictures.
No.
oh, unless.
Unless.
Okay. All right, guys. Reese, your next question.
Okay, so I see that Patrick joined back into the call. Patrick, say hi if you're there.
Hello.
Okay,
Hello?
he's there. All right, so Patrick, I have a specific question for you. Would you, if you had the opportunity to, would you come back as Toad or any other role for Zaandarbrow in the future?
Yeah, it's definitely not off the table. It would just have to fit in with, scheduling is really just about it. Like, I'm always down to come, to go down and hang with you guys for, like, a day or two or a couple days, But life, alas, living in a different state really, puts a hinder on things and bills.
Yeah.
But,
I
think I was talking to Shady about, trying to come down later this year for something.
So like me and Willow are coming down in July, so around that time that would probably be like the perfect area to come down for that.
That's what we all were talking about, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm always down to hang out and embarrass myself with y'all.
Hell yeah.
Well, you did in Quest for Rent, I'll say that.
Hey, listen, Couch Elf was and is an icon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Willow's
like,
not
there
wrong
definitely
about
was no
that.
way
Like
you could get rid of that.
watching back to Quest for Rent before we had to like film the remake that we did that I'm still proud of. Yeah, no, Couch Elf was unironically the best part.
So the third question
Yes,
will be
yes,
the
no,
order of the
like,
couch elf.
because
Yes.
it's just he's just so nonchalant about everything, yeah.
Listen, Couch Elf is just there to drink and be
Yeah.
on the couch.
He's just vibing.
Couch elf is love. Couch elf is life.
It was for the cherry schnapps. It was for the cherry schnapps.
Couch elf is love. Couch elf is life.
Anyway, Reese's next question.
I love
Yes.
my life.
My next question is for Willow Titov. Willow, how are you?
Hello.
So my question is, so just tell me, Willow, are we ever gonna get a Luigi crossover with you and Bobby Becker the Fourth? Like, is it gonna happen?
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if that's gonna happen. Like in unofficial Zaandarbrow canon, like unofficial NCU canon, so not actually canon to the NCU. I'm totally open to that happening. Like I don't see why it can't happen. Absolutely. Like why don't we could even have a death battle of Luigi versus Luigi? I definitely see that being a possibility. We don't have anything planned as far as I'm aware, but that's definitely a possibility. Now, for those who are wondering about this in relation to like the actual canon, to like the Young Mario Bros. And the NCU and all that, that is where it gets a little tricky. I'm actually not sure if that would really happen. It's more a matter of some things may appear in future shows that have since already appeared.
Yes, I know what you're implying, Willow.
Hold on.
I def-
Emily's got something to say.
So when are we getting the Luigi/Luigi porn?
No! God!
Yeah!
Brothers in love.
Twitch, don't ban me!
I'm not actually
Look,
into this, but
If the
this is
viewers,
funny.
if the viewers just go down to that Ko-fi.com/
It's not even the Kofi.
Kofi.
Buy an energy drink down below. It's actually really good.
Guys, I
Hold on.
didn't say
the name
that
of the
word. I
porno
said
is
corn.
Butt Plumbers.
Corn's also banned on my Twitch.
Wait, really?
Luna tried to stab me with corn.
Oh.
Oh my
I
god.
love corn.
Alright.
No.
Next.
Corn is love.
Next.
Corn is life.
All right. Reese is doing his next question.
Alright, Tio, this one's for you specifically.
Cool.
How do you feel about Smash Brotherhood Ash compared to the Ash that we see in Pokemon Trainer Law?
So here's the thing about that. I never changed them. To me, Attorney at Law Ash is just that character growing. I wanted to make sure there were elements of it, but it's just like, okay, so now we're putting him in a different light. Let's see how much I can improve, because every other time Ash had appeared after Brotherhood, it was always the same one. It never changed, and that's always the energy I want to keep with that character. If he can become better and better as time goes on, by all means, but to me, they're one and the same.
Ash is the Deadpool of our series.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like I will say that while like Brotherhood Ash and NCU Ash are two different variants basically, they are in a way the same character. It's just like the Ash that we see in Brotherhood, doesn't give a shit. He's joking off like a motherfucker. While the Ash that we see in Trainer Law, while he does hold a lot of those qualities, once shit hits the fan, he becomes a fairly serious character. Like, it's something that we haven't really seen before on Zaandarbrow.
I personally see them as one and the same. I think they are the same character, honestly. Like, why can't they just be a natural progression of the one character? But that's just my theory.
Well,
That's just my little fan
Yeah.
theory.
Hold on, Reese. Before you go on, Emily's got a question.
When are we getting the Ash Feliz Navidad special?
When I actually learn to love Christmas.
That's just the Christmas special.
I don't know. I might fuck around with that later this year. I don't know. That sounds like a fun thing.
Alright.
Anyway, go on, Reese.
Next question is for Emily.
Uh-oh.
Tell us, would you come back as Captain Falcon?
Funny you say that. That's all I'll say.
Interesting.
Funny you say that, but that's all I'll say.
It is funny. It is hilarious that you
That
say
is all
that.
you'll get. That is all you'll get. Your next question,
No
sir.
soup for you.
Yes. No. I definitely did not know. Like, I totally asked that question because I just don't know if Falcon will ever come back. Yeah. I don't know shit, right? Right?
Nope. Nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
next
that's
question.
all
we know
I'm saying.
you don't
Funny
know
you
shit,
say
Reese.
that. And
That's why
why.
you're not a part of the channel. That's why you're just kind of a fan that we allowed to think is part of the channel, right?
Whoa! Whoa! Let's not commit a murder.
No.
That's why I'm only in 420 episodes.
Willow. Who's the one who ended BVL, right?
Oh! That's a good argument.
Oh, yeah,
fan.
Reese, who is the one that allowed that opportunity for you?
Ladies, you're both very pretty. Reese, your next question.
Hold on.
Wait,
Willow.
hold on. Brower's got something to say.
Wait, who made a Luigi movie on the channel though?
Willow.
I never owned the characters, so.
Willow,
Yeah,
I know what the L stands for. It's Lannister. Willow fucking Lannister over here.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Ow.
Okay.
Oh.
But
That
it should have
hurt.
been the finale either way. Anyway.
All right. So,
My last question.
Reese.
Hold on. Thank
oh my
you,
God.
Kofi Streambot. Visit Tio Virtuoso's Kofi page at https:// the Kofi. Thank you for your comment. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, a random bot that tells people to go there to give me money to support the stream. All the money proceeds go to getting me new equipment for the stream. Anyway, Reese, your next question.
Next.
That Luigi X Luigi porn.
Question.
My question is for Brower.
Oh my
if
god,
you
look at my
had-
hat.
If you had created Brotherhood nowadays, how would it be?
Brotherhood nowadays. I definitely think it would be more along the lines of either Quarantine Mario Brothers style or kind of like a 2-season instead of a 3 chapter season deal. Like have a base story. Maybe I would have it open with like Mario getting released, and in the middle there will be all the detective stuff, and then at the end we would get the Master Hand stuff instead of all finagled in like each season with a bunch of just random ninja stuff in there. So I think a 2-season arc with detective stories and like supernatural Master Hand stuff going on at the end.
Hey, Brower, I have a question for you, actually.
Yeah, so it's like a darker tone of Quarantine.
So, Brower, question for you.
Yeah.
Why ninjas? You had all these different IPs at your expense, and you could have used like the random enemies from there. Like you already had Goombas.
I have
but
the answer.
why
I have
ninjas?
the answer.
Okay,
I have the answer.
Brower loves Rich Alvarez, that's why.
Rich Alvarez. Ever since Young
Yes.
Mario Bros, we've had ninjas because Rich Alvarez had ninjas.
Yes, no, literally,
Alvarez.
we use Toads, we use Shy Guys, we use Goombas, but we also use ninjas.
Okay, shout out to Rich Alvarez though, one of the best YouTubers.
Seriously.
Yep. No, Rich
Yeah.
Alvarez is the reason.
God,
Yeah, like
10 years of Smash Brotherhood, 15 years of Zaandarbrow. None of this would have been a thing if not for Rich Alvarez.
Thank you,
huge shout out to Rich Alvarez.
off right now if it wasn't for Richie.
Thank you, Rich
Huge
Alvarez,
shout out
for
to
making me
Rich Alvarez
graduate
and
college.
all those awesome people part of the Rich Alvarez crew. Seriously, y'all are awesome.
Aw,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yep.
Also getting
But yeah,
a
no,
girlfriend.
like-
Thank you, Rich Alvarez, for making me find my girlfriend.
This is not a lie, by the way. I was in the car with them.
No, yeah, no, it was literally, so we were on an alcohol run, right? And we were like,
No,
This was
it
on
wasn't
the way.
the
We
alcohol.
were dropping Tio off at home.
So no,
right?
you were dropping me and Brower off,
Yeah.
so then Brower could drop me off.
Yeah.
It was like 3 in the morning. You guys are just like having
Yeah.
a conversation, and he
Yeah.
brought up Rich Alvarez,
Yeah,
and
no,
you behind the wheel, so excited. Oh my God, you know Rich Alvarez?
Yeah, no. This is how it went. I'm like, so
God,
what got
his
you into
spectral ass
filming? What got
started
you
coming
into
out.
YouTube?
That's
Or
man,
whatever.
Rabbit.
And he's like, oh, there's this channel called Rich Alvarez, and I'm like, I love Richie.
You were bouncing.
I was not bouncing.
No,
I was
yes, you
driving.
were.
I was like, I
It was
love
at a
Richie.
stop. It was at a red light. You were able to bounce.
Yeah, no, but still, I was like, I love Richie. Richie, like, legit, I found him in, like, maybe my freshman year of high school or some shit like that,
Yeah.
and, like, oh my god, I still think about Chris as Mr. L, though. He was so fine.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And when Brower's dropping me off, like Jenna's gone and everything, he literally turns to me. He's tired as shit. And he's like, Tio, I need to ask this girl out. She knows Rich Alvarez. And I just straight up told him, go for it.
Go for it.
Yes.
Also, he likes Star Wars, so that helped. But like Rich Alvarez is best.
All right, Reese, your next question.
Okay, so that was actually the end of the questions that I have written, but I can always ask more.
By all means.
What?
By all means.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Brower, here's a question for you. If you could have, would you have given Shadow Mario a bigger role in Brotherhood compared to like his minor one in Chapter 3?
Yes, I was just scared of it being connected to Zaandarbrow, so I didn't want him in it as much. But going back on it, I'm like, man, I could have had him made. I could have made him have like a cool entrance and a cool, like, season growth instead of just here's a random cameo for like, oh, it might be connected. So yes.
Do you mind if I add something to that?
Which is what you did with Shadow Mario throughout the entire NCU until Smash.
Emily's got something to input.
So just adding on to, so a lot of people are afraid that they're going to like either be too derivative or look like they're copying off other people, whatnot. There is an extent where you do need to be careful with that, but on the same note, every story that has ever been told has already been told. So if you're worrying about copying this one, and this one, like, I swear to you that Greek poets back in the day have written it before. Like, you're not gonna. It's just like, don't. My point. Don't worry about being original. I won't say don't worry about like being too derivative because everybody gets their idea from somewhere. Don't be ashamed in it. Just when you're going into it, like make it your own thing, but also like really double down and own it. Don't be ashamed of it. Like, right. Deadpool says one of my favorite things about Wolverine's costume. It's like, oh wow, it's almost like you're proud to be in a fucking superhero film. It's just like, because in the early 2000s they made everything like leather, dark, and because it had to look cool. It can't be those bright colors. And it's just like now it's just like, no, fuck it, put them in the yellow suit. We don't care. It's just like don't be afraid to be too like, don't be ashamed of what you are, basically.
Yeah.
You know what? Hold on. I wanna give Brower the floor really quick. Hey Brower, do you have any questions for us?
Yes.
For any of us.
Yeah, any of us.
Oh yeah. What Willow? What inspired you to make this?
Wait, Brower's gonna Brower, just show it to Willow. Here, just here, watch this.
Sound though.
I know, but let's let Willow just watch it.
Well, no, it's just a clip.
Well, Brower,
Oh my god.
Brower, you do realize I have the ability to put it for the stream to watch, right?
It's just sound, but
Okay, fine. Even though I can have the stream watch the clip.
Oh my god.
Willow, what inspired you to make this?
Oh God. Oh God.
That audio is gonna.
It is a gangsta fire, y'all. But no.
That right there is one of the first original Zaandarbrow pieces of music composed for the Zaandarbrow YouTube channel by one of the original Zaandarbrow YouTube composers, Willow Titov themselves, before they were the Willow Tit, when they were still only the Willow Titty.
Damn.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna bounce this back. Willow, if you were to face yourself from 10 years ago, before like all like the real bitchiness like kicked in, it's still like very early Brotherhood. We just finished off season 1 filming it. What would you say to that Willow? The Willow that was still discovering who they were.
Yeah, fuck. Shit. What the fuck are you doing? Get your shit together. Stop being a bitch towards people. And also probably rethink some of the people that you associate with. Because I was associating with some not so good people at the time. Granted, I also had y'all, and I'm grateful I did, because y'all are some fucking awesome people. But yeah, no, that part of my life was not necessarily like the best part per se. I for one, I would tell myself just drop the hell out of college like right then and there if I was in college, then just like pursue like just some kind of basic work just to support myself, try and stay in Florida, and yeah, just kind of try to stick with just working, staying in Florida, and just kind of sticking to the whole YouTube thing, being more open to ideas, being more constructive, being more involved, and less like evasive and non-inclusive and stuff, and just yeah, I definitely would have told myself a lot had I gone back then.
Yeah. Patrick, next question for you.
Alrighty.
So I know like Brotherhood was like the primary thing you are on. I was lucky to get you for Demon's Clock and Quest for Rent, but for all we've talked about our other productions with you, was there ever another production you wanted to do with us?
Joe, you repeat that? You kind of cut out. What was the question?
Basically, because it's like I was lucky to get you for Demon's Clock and for Quest for Rent, but whenever we talked about like our other
Sorry,
productions, you're fine. Sorry.
No, it's my bad. My earbuds were messing up.
Oh, you're good. You're good. All right. So am I good now?
One more time on the question.
Okay. So I was lucky to get you for Demon's Clock and Quest for Rent back then. When we were doing it. And Brotherhood was always your primary thing. Whenever we talked about our other productions, what we're doing, was there ever any other production you may have wanted to join, or just like, was there any other ideas you wanted to do with us back then?
I mean, Brotherhood was the main thing that I wanted, and if anyone of you guys really asked, I think I was just open to it, especially if it was like I had the day. But is there anyone in particular that I wanted to do, or that I thought of and just we didn't do? I don't think so. I think any idea that I had, wouldn't we would be like, yeah, let's put it, or we somehow found a way to put it into Brotherhood.
Let me put it like this. He was open to doing my Death Note series before Brower did his.
Oh, I mean, that was fine. Like, yeah, I do remember the Death Note thing, and I was totally down with doing the Death Note thing.
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking about what character I would play and giving quirks and whatnot.
Yeah, no, but yeah, you were definitely open to pretty much whatever projects we had back then, honestly. He
Yeah.
was a very open player. It was very cool.
Yeah. I was like, hey, if you got something to do and it's fun, or it sounds fun, let's go for it.
Emily, next question's for you.
What would I say to myself back then?
No. There's a different question. I'm giving everybody their own questions here. So, basically, Emily, in a way, we can kind of consider us like the first like Florida duo that wasn't Brower and Willow.
Yeah.
Our dynamic has like gone through many different changes.
What are you talking about? We're still the same.
I know.
We're still the same, Brian.
Nothing has changed. It's just a constant loop of constant communism and other bullshit that's going on in the world.
And Peter went communism.
Oh my god. Okay, but
you have nothing to break when you change, comrade.
Okay, Emily. Okay, calm down. Remember, Twitch is still owned by Amazon.
Oh fuck! Cut to the no. No. Where's?
But
Come on, Jeff, get him.
But
okay, what was your question?
So basically, where do you think you would be if I never pitched you be, even John Morrison?
I don't know really. I probably would just been my own, working on my stuff. Probably would have gotten a lot into D&D. Because honestly, like, it would have been an entirely different trajectory. Because I wouldn't have met Justin if it wasn't for you guys. I wouldn't have met. Justin is the guy who trained us in martial arts, kung fu, and did our first choreography for Zaandarbrow, basically. I wouldn't have met him. Obviously, I wouldn't have gotten involved in Zaandarbrow if I didn't actually meet you guys at Geek Easy. That's actually where we first met.
Well, not me though. But
Not you. I met you when we were filming Smash, I think.
you met me when we were doing the first, like, that whole lightsaber club thing when we were learning.
Yes,
that's where we
that's
met.
the one.
And we just kept clicking because it's like, I remember distinctly, I was standing right next to Willow. We're like looking at you. I'm like, I'm leaning over to Willow, like, yo, I think this dude should be Captain Falcon. And so I'm like, because that was like literally the mindset of me, Brower, and Willow. We just looked at you. You're casted as this character. That's literally how me and Brower met. I was just talking about Pokemon with somebody like in line, and he's like, for Full Sail, and he's just like, oh hey, I have this show. You're Ash now. I'm like, okay.
That's when he promptly described me to you as his gay roommate.
Yes, that is correct. He literally kept going on about how he had a gay roommate, not knowing I actually had met Willow earlier in that day.
Yeah.
Red episode. Now that I think about it.
Yeah. Brower. So before I go on to you, Jenna.
Yes?
Might as well let you be included on this. So, I know we're talking about stuff from like 10 years ago in the past, and where do you see yourself moving forward? Like, even beyond this day, what do you want to do to like push yourself? Be like, hey, Brower, I love you. Can I do something on the channel? What would it be?
Well, I would love to like. I'm a cosplayer, and I
Very
don't know.
Good one.
No.
Yes, you are.
No,
Shut
you
are good.
I mean, okay, thank you. But like, I'm not as good as some of the people I know. But honestly, though, I just wish. My biggest wish is for like a bigger, better costume budget.
Yeah.
I have friends with skills and resources that could elevate the looks for future projects, if not maybe future Smash projects as well. But also like just moving forward, I don't know, maybe having like a series that I write and direct on this. Like, I mean, I have my own YouTube channel. It's JP Cosplay Antics on all social media, by the way. So, shameless plug.
Get that plug.
Get it.
I don't know. I would love to like write something. Shady and I have been discussing working on this sort of vampire thing I've had in my head since I was in college. Emily and I have looked at my first rough draft, or well, I guess what I turned into my class. Mm-hmm. And Emily thinks it has personality. I want to update it and make it more modern, and I think it would be cool to have like everyone's skills on it, and also with the resources and like I don't know, just like just to like I want to be a better filmmaker, like make a longer story longer. I'm also a film student. I just went to UCF, which
the enemy.
No, oh, hey! At least but here's the thing. I actually got accepted to Full Sail. I just couldn't afford it at the time. And UCF, you just transfer, they'll let you in, which I love that about them. But also parking. Anyway, I'm making a longer story longer. I graduated with a bachelor's in cinema studies and a minor in creative writing. Because unfortunately I could not get into our BFA program, which is more what Full Sail students do, like on the regular. But I have been in projects, but after I graduated, I was in a rut in my life, or at least it was the beginning of a rut that I did not realize I would get out of until a very awful situation happened I would do convention vlogs. If you look on my YouTube channel, I did convention vlogs. And I want to just be, I just want to actually create something. Like I was saying earlier, when I was writing the next death battle with Emily, it felt so good because I hadn't written a script probably since I graduated, and that was 2017. I haven't been on a film production since at least maybe 2018, until I met Brower, and then and everybody, and doing stuff with Shady as well, and it's so refreshing to be around the Zaandarbrow production. I know people see that as the silly thing. I'm rambling, but
we're doing a podcast style,
but
fine.
it feels so good to be around other creatives in a field that I was in. It feels so good to be around a group of people who are making something and creating something, and I'm so grateful to be a part of it. And I don't know, it's just this is just something I've been wanting for so long, and I just want this to grow. I want to grow as a filmmaker. It's just nice to feel passion again. And that's what this is. It's a passion project.
So, Brower, I'm not going to ask you a deep question yet, but I am going to hit you with a hardball question. Who is better, the Florida cast or the Jersey cast?
First off, I love you.
I love you too, baby.
Yay. Alright. I would say, the Jersey cast is fun, but there was always random drama going on and complications. The Florida cast is fun, I would say, around the first time I moved into this complex in 2018. I would say when I met Arius, it started becoming fun again. It was fun with Willow and Tio and Emily at first, but it was always so drama-filled.
There was drama.
So I would say after college, Florida. After post-college, Florida is the best era.
Oh, yeah, 100%. I will say this, though, Brower. I am sorry for all the drama, because it's just of the Willow, Emily, me, but before he graduated and went full sail a second time. Man, you were just sitting there and all the shit is happening around you.
No, literally,
Yeah.
every time
that's
shit
how we-
happens. Every
That
time
is
shit
how we
happens.
Remember, even the
in
first
Jersey.
night
Even
we
in
met
Jersey.
Emily.
Yes.
Even the first night we met Emily, some shit was going on. Brower randomly woke up in the middle of the night, and I just had to tell Brower the news of what fucking happened. And he was like, "What the fuck?"
Brower, you could literally write a sitcom about your life.
No, literally,
Yes.
I literally am half the time, granted, I mess up a lot, so I'm not perfect, but the fucking line in The Lord of the Rings is wrong. Keep your nose out of trouble and no trouble will come to you. That's a fucking lie. I'm just sitting there playing video games, people barge into my apartment. Man, this is bullshit. Man, you're in on this drama now. You're a part of it. I'm just trying to beat this. I'm just trying to play Lego Star Wars. I don't know.
Drafted into the drama, whether he
Lego
wanted to
Star
or
Wars.
not.
I'm just trying to play video games.
Yeah.
No! You're gonna know what this person did, and you're gonna know it now!
No, it's not.
Oh, hold on. We'll go on. We're going still too long on that one. Reese.
Yes.
So your question that I have: where do
Yeah.
you see yourself if you did continue dropping Zaandarbrow, you never bothered watching Smash 1, that you just stayed away from the channel? Where do you think you would be now?
So you're talking about post Smash Brotherhood or pre?
Pre, when you told me you kind of fell off from the channel for a bit.
Yeah, you just never came back. You never picked it back up again.
Oh,
where would you
okay.
be if you never picked it back up?
Yeah.
In a ditch.
Holy shit!
So then, yeah, this would be Smash 1, like the MCU Smash. I think that if I fell off and just stayed that way for X amount of years, honestly, I don't know. I think because me and Shady have had this talk so many times in the past, and I think I would have been maybe in a similar position that Willow was in for many years, after the break. where I probably just be working 40 days a week, doing my own shit, and just not really doing a whole lot of, I guess, personal growth on a creative level, at least. Because I will say that because I did go back to the channel after some time had passed, slowly but surely, while I was still a fanboy, I'm making a lot of reaction videos and whatever. But slowly, I did become a bit more than that. Like, once I saw Smash, in a weird way, it did inspire me to kind of like explore how I am as a creative, like, as a script writer, as a director, even. And yeah, no, I mean, it's helped me learn some really cool things about myself that I did not really know existed back then. So yeah, I'm thankful for each and every one of you, because I think each of you in some way has pushed me to be a better version of myself. So yeah, thank you.
That was a good one.
Oh yeah, man.
That was a good one. All right, I promised Brower I would go deep on him, but this one will also include you, Willow.
Okay.
Go into the prostate.
Oh.
Okay, so Brower, Willow, you guys now, how would you sit down your past selves from that era? How would you sit both of y'all down and talk to them?
Honestly,
at once?
I probably follow us on Twitch to find out the full story. No, no, I probably would be like, maybe if Mother Nature and your body says no, maybe don't film that day, or
Yeah.
maybe take a break in between projects. Maybe actually have a day to yourself, because I actually take Fridays off nowadays because I barely have any time to myself, and it helps so much because like.
And now Brower's like, hey Tio, come along, let's have a day to ourselves, and it's pretty fucking therapeutic.
Yay!
And then there's me. I come all the time, and
Yes,
it's
you do.
just like,
Right.
no.
And then there's me, where I just
But-
talk to you
I
guys
come
over the
over all
phone
the
every
time,
day.
and I
All right, calm down.
leave him alone.
All right,
I
but
never leave him
but
alone.
let me add this more in. What I more mean, because it's no secret, you and Willow back then had a lot of issues. What I mean is, how would you sit those versions down and be like, okay, what the fuck, guys?
I would probably just do an intervention like I do nowadays with my friends, because it's so much easier once you vent it all out instead of just going into your room or going to someone else's house and
Or getting
letting
your
it fester.
or getting your friend Tio drunk to the point he actually is your therapist.
Exactly.
Oh God.
That's everything.
That has actually happened before.
Cheaper than therapy, for
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
Willow just kept giving me rum, and then I'm just like, okay,
Just
guys,
get
you
the
have a
rum.
lot of issues going on.
Wait, did this seriously happen?
That actually happened. Like,
Oh
that's
my
not
God.
a joke.
Hello.
Willow accidentally gave me too much rum when we were doing an episode of 420, and I just kind of kept going with it.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you kept drinking more and more rum, and at one point I was asking you, Tio, how much have you had? And you said, I don't know, but yeah.
I'm feeling pretty good. I felt pretty good.
Yeah, you said, I don't know, but I'm feeling pretty good.
I will
Oh.
say a general rule I do follow now: if people do have beef with each other, for example, so you'll definitely have your period where you're venting to your friends, because that's where you'll have your period where you're venting to your friends because that's just where you feel safest at. But there does have to come an eventuality where the person you do have beef with, you do have to have that discussion with them. But what you also don't want to do is, if two of your friends are beefing with each other and they try to do you tell them, and I'm like, no. I'm not going to facilitate your beef. You two are going to have this conversation, and it needs to be emphasized that if you do have beef with somebody, don't, definitely vent to your friends to an extent, but, make a day where you're just going to be like, okay, hey, dude, this is the issues I have. Just make a day where you do talk with that person about it, because it'll be a lot better than telling everybody except that person what your beef is.
Yeah, no, bottling things up doesn't help anybody
no.
at all.
Yeah.
But before we go on that tension, before we go on that tangent, Willow, answer that question.
Yeah.
Answer that
What?
question.
Yeah. I would. What if I? Yeah. No. If we were sitting, Brower and myself from back then down, and just like trying to talk things out, I would be like, yeah. Hey, listen. Um, stop, stop with the bullshit. You both need to communicate and talk to each other. Like, you need to stop burning posters and you need to stop hiding behind videos and Family Guy references.
Oh my god.
You need to you need to stop spilling hot water on people and you need to
Willow,
stop
Jesus
putting your
Christ!
Yeah.
and you need to stop putting your drama into your videos. Like, I would
Yeah.
basically be like, stop venting in the worst of ways and just talk directly to each other. Just communicate and talk it out. Maybe they'll have a little tongue. But otherwise, yeah, just kind of talk it out and be friends.
Yeah.
Willow, Brower, what do you guys have to say to each other now that you've all said that?
What
So,
you say
Brower,
too, you cut out there.
what do you have to say to each other present day now that you've both said that out? After everything, what would you have to say now? Let's start with Brower first on it, and then you, Willow.
I guess first off, I would have to say, thank you for the apology when you returned, and I would actually say the same for neglecting to talk about my feelings, because it's definitely a lot easier to talk to the other person rather than just ignoring it and moving on with your day. Because I think I was just going through my family trauma because, my parents were always yelling. So it's like, all right, let me just go in my room and I'll be okay. No, that's not okay. Now you're filming as shit. Hang on, let me get my passion back out there. And yeah, nowadays I would say I would just tell you up front what's going on because I have no filter now. So it's very easier for me nowadays. So kudos to Willow for being my first friend and I guess my first enemy in college. So
Hey, he's your
Okay.
frenemy.
Okay. Willow, your turn.
Yeah, no, you have come a long fucking way, but you have done beautifully every step of the way. Like, you've had your moments where you kind of like slipped up and stuff, but overall, through and through, you have like stayed true to yourself. You might not have been honest to yourself and like, loving to yourself at some points in time. You weren't so nice to yourself or to others, but you definitely have always kind of stayed at least true to Brower. Like, you've pretty much you might not have known who you were, but you still were always you. Something that I couldn't really say so for myself back then, at least. I was definitely doing a lot of, uh, but that being said, even still, like, even though you've always been the same you all this time, you have definitely grown and matured and changed for the better in so many ways. And I am so grateful to be friends again with you and to be working on these awesome projects with you. And I am proud of you as the co-founder of Zaandarbrow for how far you've come and what you have created. I am proud of you because you really do deserve being the owner of Zaandarbrow, being the creator of the Young Meyer Brothers. You deserve these titles because you fucking have done some awesome stuff by being that guy, by being the creator of those things. And yeah, own that. You got to own that.
I love you too, bro. No homo.
All the homo!
Literally.
All homo!
Like,
Well, except for
honestly.
Patrick.
No, all the homo.
Oh,
Nope, you're homo by association.
You know what? Hey, Willow, I'll let you have the floor. Do you got any individual questions for us?
Yeah, Brower. If you had to continue Super Smash Brotherhood after Chapter 3 in any way, shape, or form, if you had to continue that story, where would you take the story? I'm just curious. Where would you take it? Like, no unknown plumber, NCU, none of that has happened yet. You're just going into chapter 4, basically. Where would you take it?
Honestly, because I know you and Reese have talked about this a lot, so I didn't want to burst on y'all's bubble. But I don't personally, I don't think I've ever written an ending for it. So it was definitely me passing on the torch to one of y'all was interesting to see if it would happen. But if I had to do an ending to the show, probably within like 10 episodes, because filming is hard. I probably would. Let's see. The after credits scene is Shadow Mario being released. The ending is us going our separate ways and Toad looking for Wario's body, or the Wario brothers in general. So I would probably start it off as a detective type thing with Toad going through the underground Mushroom Kingdom area looking for Waluigi, and Waluigi being this kind of uh, Hawkeye from Endgame, like my brother's dead. I'm just gonna go finish off Bowser's soldiers because they don't like working for me anymore, type shit. And then I would probably leave. Let's see, Mario and Luigi split off at the end there. Do you think Mario and Luigi split off, or do you think they just said bye for now and still live together?
No, I mean, I think that they still stuck together because I think because they were still part of the Smash thing. Like the Smash tournament was still going on.
Okay,
Like
yeah.
it basically ended with Mario, Ash, and Falcon about to have their fight. Like we never
All
actually got to
right.
see that fight, but it basically that's how it ended.
Okay, so yeah, that whole side with Toad and Waluigi, and then I would pretty much put Mario and Luigi kind of on the hunt for Shadow Mario. So
Oh,
I would put that as the main story, Mario and Luigi hunting for Shadow Mario. Um, and let's see, Toad looking for the Wario Brothers, and
okay.
Waluigi kind of coming, maybe Waluigi turning to the good side in the end of it since he lost his brother and everyone pretty much betrayed him to help defeat Shadow Mario.
Hmm. Interesting. Yeah. No, that's so you basically would kind of just take it into like a more overall like nothing convoluted, like more of like a very easy and like straightforward kind of ending to it.
Yeah, like overall, that's how I would do the finale. I would have
Okay.
Toad looking for Wario Brothers, Waluigi turning to the good side to help defeat Shadow Mario, and of course you have Ash and Falcon there to join the fight.
Me
And
and
Ash and
Falcon were gonna
Falcon there
kick
too.
everybody's ass.
But no, it's good that you mentioned Ash and Falcon because I do want to actually open this up to Tio and Emily.
Oh, what's
You
up?
can answer in respective orders, but if let's say chapter 3 ends whatever and I'm still down there or whatever is going on, blah blah blah, we are then posed with the idea of a Captain Falcon Ash show based on the dynamic that like they kind of had something going on in chapters 2 and 3, and there was like the whole they're gonna fight Mario at the end of chapter 3. So obviously there's something with the two going on there. Would you like is there anything that YouTube might consider like would that you would want to see and like sort of like Ash and Falcon show or movie had we have ever gotten to do that stuff like back then? Like is there anything more with those characters you'd want to see?
So Emily, correct me if I'm wrong on this. I think we originally had the idea that like Ash would have been like the son Captain Falcon never had.
Well, I I mean, maybe a long time ago, that's what I thought, but here's my thought on it now. It's gotta be like a buddy cop film.
Yeah.
So, like, I hate your guts, you're annoyed at me because I'm like a boomer or some shit. Like, kind of
At least that would be now, but like back then.
A little bit of like 21 Jump Street kind of shit.
Love that movie.
Well, actually, that's like, they start off as friends.
Yeah, they started off immediately as
So maybe-
friends.
okay.
Ash was like super enamored with the Falcon family and everything it had for generations.
No, okay, no, you know what our dynamic would be? It'd be Buddy and Mr. Incredible.
God.
And
But-
like you're trying to like Actually, no, it'd be like My Hero, because it's like...
Yeah, it would be more All Might Deku.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do my shit. She's like, I'm your biggest fan. Go away!
Wait, Deku, don't do that, you'll get hurt!
God damn it, Midoriya!
But,
I
no,
like to think maybe something more like Wolverine and Deadpool.
I can see that too.
Without the sexual tension. Without.
Maybe.
Without.
I would have put my foot
Without.
down at one
Sex
point.
sells.
I would have put my foot down at one point with that. I had to sit you and Willow down and be like, no.
Well, I'm not the one filming.
Yeah, no.
Brower,
I
thank you
especially
for
was
stopping that.
quite bad back then with my hormones were going crazy. I don't know what was going on. College was a wild time. College was a weird and wild time.
Hey, yo.
Y'all remember my first reaction to alcohol?
Oh.
That was funny. He immediately just went to the sink and spat it out.
It's
Now,
funny,
if we
I
grabbed an angry
actually-
orchard, Brower would be guzzling it in 2 seconds.
Oh yeah.
It's funny. I actually rewatched that video last week. It was funny.
But okay. I have another question. I'm curious. So Patrick,
Mm-hmm.
obviously we heard how Brower would continue Smash, how Tio and Emily would see their characters continue. Do you think, in your eyes, do you think that there was anything for your Toad to do after Smash 3, after Chapter 3 ended, and like he just kind of went off to find the Wario Brothers or whatever? Would you like want to see anything beyond that? Like, if we ever
Well,
did.
I mean, I did kick around the idea of, Toad just going off doing his own thing with, I think, like, it was like a mystery type thing, investigation, and that would involve like
Something like
either,
Detective Toad, I think it was.
yeah, it was Detective Toad, and it was like the bad guys would have ended up being like Bones or like the Koopa Kids or like both of them. Like it was kind of like a big conspiracy type thing. So I totally do imagine that Toad is doing his own investigations in the world of the Smash universe, just solving problems, and occasionally he pops up to help out the, brothers and heroes, but it's like, what's he doing? He has his own mysteries to solve.
Yeah. Reese.
Yes, sir.
Reese, you have been a fan of Zaandarbrow. So, if you were ever, let's say it's 2016, and for some fucking crazy reason, Brower decides to give you, a random fan that we barely even know at the time, other than the 420 stuff, full control of Smash Brotherhood Chapter 4, the final chapter, coming out in 2017. How would you handle that? Where would you take it?
Okay, so this would be me back then. Okay.
This would be you back then, like your former fan self. Like, I'm curious, I mean, obviously it's hard to think about how you would think back then, but I'm just, yeah, where do you think you would take it if that ever happened?
Okay. Okay, so I mean, if this was me when I was like, what, 16, 17 years old,
Yeah.
it definitely would be much different than the way I would take it nowadays, obviously. Because for one, the NCU is now this whole freaking universe, and it would be much different. But if this was just Brotherhood,
Okay, well, then let's make it a little easier then. How about you today, right? But you get the chance to pretty much, it's you in 2016 with your knowledge of your filming knowledge of today. So there is no NCU, there is none of that because Smash Chapter 3 just ended. So you're doing Chapter 4, but you have your knowledge of today. So how would you handle Chapter 4?
I think what I would do is I would probably do a little bit of the whole tournament arc. Like it would be done probably in a similar way compared to like how Smash 1 like in the NCU did it, where it was there for like an episode or two, but it wasn't really that major to the plot. So like we might have seen a continuation of. Oh wait, no, fucking just realized the Mario versus Ash fight is canon technically. So, okay, so I mean, we would have gotten a continuation of like that cliffhanger either way. But I probably would have had like Mario go through more of the tournament. But then at the same time, Bowser would probably be like on trial for what he did, that whole jazz. And then I think at one point, Shadow Mario would probably be the main villain. Like if he wasn't like the main villain, he would have been like at least the villain like that was hiding behind the curtains all along and just pulling the strings. So, I think what would have happened is something would have happened where like one of the members like goes missing or something, and they're like, "Oh my god, like how's this happening? We might have to team up again because something's going on." And then I think at one point, and I'm only saying this because this was like the one plot point in Brotherhood that never really got resolved. Fucking Lucas, because even though it wasn't really like outright said, it's implied that Lucas was in Smash Brotherhood Chapter 2. So I would have probably made Lucas one of the main villains of Chapter 4. Lucas would have been responsible for like one of the members' like disappearances, whether that's Ash or Falcon, whoever. They would have all had to like team up against him, and then Lucas would probably taunt them about Ness dying, that whole shit. And then eventually, Shadow Mario would then be revealed to be the one behind everything. And I probably would have found some way to connect it to Young Mario Bros. Maybe I don't know if I would have put in Your Taboo. I don't really know, but it definitely would have felt like a finale to not just Brotherhood but also Young Mario Bros. That's for sure.
Okay, so okay, that's pretty cool. Nice. Definitely the fanboy route, really.
Yeah,
Which
like
is not-
Okay, so
sorry.
Emily's got a
You're good.
question for all of us. Oh my god, Emily, you spilled your alcohol on my headset!
Oh,
shit,
sorry.
sorry. How bad is it?
Well, the headset's still working. That's the good thing. And so is my charger. But Jesus Christ.
Probably because it was plugged in, keeping all the liquid out of it. But
Holy shit.
You spilled it on the fucking cushion. Damn it! It's gonna.
definitely need to wash it.
It's still gonna.
Sorry.
It's gonna smell like Jamaican me happy.
That's the worst.
Oh
Yes.
God, that's bad.
Smells like depression.
Question to every single person, everyone within this, and you have to do it one at a time.
But we will start with Patrick, then Willow, then.
Yeah, that's
us.
fine.
I guess Reese too. Yeah.
So, what show or movie or whatever made you go, I want to create videos for the rest of my life?
Stupid Mario the movie.
Well, Brower answered the question, but Patrick, go.
All right. So what made me want to make videos, movies, and whatnot? Essentially.
Yeah. Yeah.
Basically.
That's it. Yeah.
All right. That is. Oh man, that's a tough question because I've seen and watched so many things now that like. I mean, even to this day, I see like new shows coming out, new movies that I'm like, that's what. If ever, not that I ever doubt like, oh, I should throw in the towel, but like, there are TV shows that come out that I'm like, see, I want to make something like that, or I want to work on something like that. So trying to pinpoint the first one that'd be like, yeah, I want to make movies. That's a. I will say, one of the things that I guess I'll specify it to be like one of the first things that made me think I could make movies without having like $1 million budget would probably be like, do you all remember that like YouTube channel Gritty Reboots where they would like make gritty reboots of like Pokemon Snap or like PBS or something like that? But like the fact that they were like just making these goofy like stereotypical gritty reboots of these things on like shoestring budgets, and then they would also show like how they would do it on like other videos, like behind the scenes, maybe like, I don't have to have these $1 million things to do it. All I need is a camera and a thought that I have a decent story to tell and people who are willing to work with me. So yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let's move on to Reese. Let's move on to Reese for that.
Okay. There are technically 2 movies that made me, I guess, want to make my own movies in a way. And the main one is a movie called The Ultimate Smash Brothers, which came out 3 years ago. And I mean, I kind of talked about it like about a half hour ago, but I think it's because like that was just such a huge return to form for Zaandarbrow, and I mean, hell, it exceeded like what we had seen before on the channel, and the fact that like the fact that like I could see that like these people who have some film knowledge, they were able to make like a really well put together movie that's better than a lot of what Hollywood puts out nowadays when they only had like a couple $100 budget. That's when I was like, okay, if I really put my mind to it, I could make something at least on equal quality. And then, when A Brother Shadow came out, Luigi Brother Shadow, even though I was pretty much already immersed in like doing my own content, there was just something about the way that whole story was told where I'm just like, oh, like I don't know when I'm gonna do something like this, but I want to, So I would say mainly Smash, but also Brother Shadow.
Reese is a Zaandarbrow fan through and through. I love that.
I guess I am.
Willow, you're next.
All right. Oh, shit. For me, it would probably be when I saw Star Wars Attack of the Clones in theaters with my family. And I was like, yeah, I want to be in this. I want to make this. I want to do this. And at some point later on, like we had gotten like a home camera of sorts, or we might have already had a very rudimentary, like actual tape camcorder kind of thing way back when. But yeah, no, it was probably when Attack of the Clones came out, and like I want to say, what was that? 2002, 2003? Fuck, it was so long ago. God. But no, I'd say that was probably like the big inciting moment. That and watching like YouTube skits in like 2007, 2006. Just Brower and I would hang out like even before we started making videos together in way early 2008. We would still hang out because his mom was our family vet. So yeah, even as early as like 2006 or so, we were like just chilling and just watching lightsaber videos and stuff. And eventually, he had the idea of just like let's just film something. So yeah, I'd say definitely Star Wars was a big part, as well as just YouTube. Yeah.
For
I can see that.
For me, there's 3 things I can point out to. The Halloween franchise. I used to be like when I was younger. I used to be so terrified of scary movies, and then like one day, like for whatever reason, I came across like the movies, and it was just like, why can't I look away? And I kept watching, and I was realizing I am not scared of this, but this is so cool to me. It's fucking horrible because people are fucking dying. It's Michael Myers fucking killing people and shit. But that was like a moment like I want to do movies. But what pushed me to acting, 100%, Heath Ledger's Joker, Dark Knight. To this day, I still have that. That's my crowning achievement of like, this is what I want to do. I want to be that awesome. It was my first cosplay. I remember going around like my first convention, like messing with my fucking friend. Like I'm doing the whole Heath Ledger like spiel and everything. I'm grabbing my friend like being in character to the point I actually had a little kid fucking terrified of me. I felt so bad, but I'm like, oh my god, I'm actually doing it really good.
Acting, it works.
Yeah. YouTube wise, it's a toss up because I've always wanted to do more gaming related stuff. I watched a lot of Let's Players, but I do remember once upon a time the big YouTubers who were like at the time like the big popular ones, they used to have a channel together called The Station. I highly doubt anybody outside of me, Brower, Willow even remembers that. But they would start like doing skits and shit in general, and I think like the only one from that bunch I actually watch nowadays is Philip DeFranco, because I think a lot of them either fell off, they don't do content anymore, or they were Shane Dawson, and we're not gonna talk about that.
I don't wanna fuck the cat.
No!
Bob, I can't explain. What's on my hard drive?
Alright.
Ironically, a really good song.
Right. Well, Brower already answered the question, but
Do you want to revisit?
Okay, here we go, Brower.
So, obviously, there's this stupid Mario Brothers movie where I was like, wait a minute, there's people in their backyard making movies, I can do that too. And then I watched Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and they're like, wait, they're doing an actual movie in their, like, backyard with castles and shit traveling around. I can also do that. There's random sword fights happening here and there. And lastly, of course, Pirates of the Caribbean, which was just a sword fight galore, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. This is actual Hollywood shit? I can try this. I just can't go on the ocean. Let's try it out. And, of course, I didn't know what copyright was back then, so I used Pirates of the Caribbean music in almost all my videos, so that was a huge inspiration right there.
But why is the rum gone? Because I drank it all on the set of Channel 420 News.
Fun fact on Monty Python, if y'all didn't know this, and the Holy Grail particularly, you know who was the executive producer of that? George Harrison. One of the Beatles.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit.
Funded.
I mean,
that makes sense to me.
And the Holy Grail.
Hey, I mean, Led Zeppelin helped fund Monty Python's The Life of Brian.
Yeah. So, but you know what George Harrison's reason was?
What?
I just wanted to see the movie.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see the movie.
Yeah.
Me and John had a good laugh about it.
Yeah, literally that. Anyway,
Yeah.
sorry.
You know what? You know what, Jenna, go ahead.
Okay, what inspired me to be a filmmaker?
Like shows,
Shows,
movies,
Shows,
YouTube.
movies, whichever.
Well, obviously Rich Alvarez, like the idea of like, oh,
That's my girl.
Oh my god, you're cute. Anyway, the group of people just making stuff, like that was so cool, and also like the Lord of the Rings movies. I don't know why, but I was so moved by them. Like Peter Jackson, like I watched some behind the scenes stuff of like that and The Hobbit on YouTube, and I thought, wow, this is what I want to do. And on top of that, just like I don't know, I have this fear of like dying without being known, like not having a lasting impact on this earth. And I feel like cinema is a great way to immortalize yourself. So yeah. And I don't know, also like another thing, like it's like the sequel trilogy for Star Wars. I know how we feel about it, but like The Force Awakens really reset me in my brain.
No, let me back you up on that, because I
absolutely.
find nowadays a lot of people give The Force Awakens some shit, and I think it's unjustified, because it's like,
It is
no, I'm sorry,
unjustified.
I don't care. I know people are pissed off of the one thing. No, I don't care. It's 10 years since the movie happened. If you have not seen the movie, go fuck yourself at this point. A lot of people that I know, like when I talk about like the whole production of it, because I do still have friends that it's just like they love Star Wars, they hate the sequel trilogy, and they hate Force Awakens as it killed Han Solo, and I'm like, so you're mad at Kathleen Kennedy for this. when Harrison Ford himself has been wanting that since episode 5.
He's been wanting to die for decades.
You haven't really been the fan.
It's just one bad moment.
He belongs in a museum.
Yeah, but anyway, but
sorry, really quick. I want to point out a comment in the chat really quick because I'm fucking dying at this. Shout out to the person in the chat, Crankin' Hog, who just walked in to say, "I came, I saw, I cranked."
Thank you for cranking it. Anyway, but also just Star Wars.
Motion of Mega Force Awakens was real good. Okay, thank you for that that opinion. We appreciate that opinion. It may be an incorrect opinion, but we respect it.
Oh my God!
Well,
listen,
I will set your shoes on fire.
It's one of the anyway. But no, but also just Star Wars in general. I also really like the prequels. Growing up, those were some of my favorite movies. Just Star Wars in general. My biggest dream, I wanted to work at Lucasfilm. I wanted to be on the set. I want to be in Star Wars. You know what I mean? That's my biggest goal. But it might be unachievable. I don't know, but I don't know. But I don't know, just that. Just also shout out to Deja Vu D making convention vlogs back in the day. She's a VTuber now. But
we stand VTubers rule.
We know, Tio. Anyway, but she had the best convention vlogs on YouTube, and I'll die on that hill. That's why I have convention vlogs on my YouTube channel. I wanted to be like her. Not copy her, but I just wanted to do what she did. She was such a light in the convention vlog scene in the mid 2010s. And I don't know, I miss her convention vlogs, but she's happier as a VTuber, and I'm good for her. Shout out to Deja Vu D. You're never probably gonna see this, but thank you for existing. And those are just some of my big influences on film. I don't know, but also just music in general has been an influence. The music videos, I still think about certain music videos, The Ghost of You from My Chemical Romance. That one's really well made.
Yes!
And it's just crazy. And then I don't know, I guess American Idiot era Green Day music videos that. Those make me think.
Absolutely.
I don't know, and just it's good shit. It's
but
good
their
shit.
music has drugs in it.
Your mom has drugs in it.
Most other music.
Oh, thank you to Crankin' Hog. Crankin' Hog says, only thing good about the sequels was Rey. You know what, Crankin' Hog? That is an interesting opinion.
That
Again,
is
an
an
incorrect opinion. Incorrect opinion, but we will respect your opinion nonetheless.
Hey, Rey is bae. Leave her alone. That's my wife. That's my wife.
In the words of John Boyega, Anakin Skywalker would have cleft all y'all's cheeks.
Hey yo.
Also, Motion of Mega. Motion of Mega says Last Jedi was alright. The sequels were kind of a reverse prequels, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I would say that's pretty fair. Yeah, that's fair.
I will say this: we're saying all this defense about the the sequels, and I'm just look at that. Nobody's defending Rise of Skywalker because it doesn't deserve it.
No, I will not defend that movie.
Crankin' Hog, if we could,
One person in this call who doesn't hate Rise.
on that fun. Crankin' Hog, if we could calm the fuck down on that language there, where we may be a swearing channel, but we are still a family channel, more or less.
What?
I got to.
He be cranking.
I got it.
He be cranking.
Not a bad movie.
Can't titty. Okay.
It wasn't.
Yeah, no, it's okay. We're just gonna. Anyway, but yeah. I personally think The Last Jedi was not a bad movie like people say it is. I do think it has some of its flaws, but in the grand scheme of things, I see what was being done, and I can understand what they were trying to do with the stories, with the characters. I genuinely think that The Last Jedi is not a good film, but it is an enjoyable film. I do think it is an enjoyable film. It has some pretty good stuff. It has some pretty decent moments. It has some interesting character choices, and it is significantly better than whatever the fuck Rise of Skywalker was.
You know what?
Motion Omega saying, I saw the vision of the sequels, but they up and threw it all away. Yes, Rise of Skywalker just absolutely was them up and throwing it all away. Yes, thank
Yeah,
you,
you
Motion
know what?
Omega.
On that note, because Patrick didn't get a chance to like input on this, hey Patrick, what did you think of the sequel trilogy of Star Wars?
Episode 7 I thought was fine. Pretty good, pretty enjoyable for reintroducing the world back to Star Wars. At least the massive movie going audience, because every one of us nerds had like the TV shows and whatnot. I personally, this is controversial, but I absolutely love The Last Jedi. I'm
Same.
very much a themes guy, and I like, this is horrible, but I like the themes of destroying the whole entire, essentially, legacy of what came before to make something new. Was the execution perfect? No, but I really liked it. The Rise of Skywalker is, in my opinion, the worst Star Wars movie, and a bad movie because it is a cowardly movie. It is a movie that, instead of taking what The Last Jedi did and working with it to make something different, pivoting away, just being like, ignore, we're sorry. It's essentially saying we're sorry for this movie in the most cowardly way possible, instead of being like, this happened, let's work with this,
Yeah. Motion Omega coming in with some hot takes. The prequels didn't start getting good until episode 3 and Clone Wars. Episodes 1 and 2 are just absolute slogs. I will personally fight that. I think that episode 1 has some genuine good moments and like a decent, it has, episode 1 is good. It's just ruined by its poor pacing and, like, the slow flow to it. Like, I just think it's just paced poorly. Episode 2, there's a wonderful fan edit online that reintroduces some cutscenes and stuff that recontextualizes a whole lot of things, and I do think elevates kind of episode 2 as a whole. But, of course, we're talking about episode 2 as a theatrical version. I still think it's actually not bad. I think if you go back and watch it, I think if you give it a chance, it is not a bad film. Episodes 1 and 2 get a lot more hate than they deserve, in my opinion.
Episode 1 was the most disappointing thing since my shut. We quoted that shit all the time, Riddler.
God, we did.
Hold up.
It'll still hear you, dude.
I was gonna say, let me answer my own
You
question.
are. I'm just holding the mic.
Like
That's
it,
it.
like a good old narcissist.
I'm just
Mom,
holding my mic.
Dad, please stop fighting over the Michelle phone.
No! Dad, please.
We gotta have something to fight. I will say, and I probably should have started off with it. The two films that inspired me was, like Brower, Pirates of the Caribbean was one of them. Anything pirates, that's probably a sign that maybe my hyperfixation might have indicate that I should probably go to the doctor and get tested for some things. Of the spectrum variety. But the other one, so, I obviously like Star Wars, but the one film that actually had more impact than any of the mainstream films was Empire of Dreams, the documentary that's basically on... It was on the 2003, 2004 special editions DVD set. Well, there were two versions. There was like a gold version. There was a silver version. But they ended up basically putting it back on Disney because of how, everybody basically clung to that documentary. But I was just fascinated with the behind-the-scenes process of it. And as a history buff, too, it was interesting seeing science fiction go from Buck Rogers and that whole era of 1970s, very pessimistic filmmaking, to Star Wars, which is more of basically the MCU formula that we see today. Now they just mass produce that in larger form. But no, that just, and
what I really liked recently too, which reunited it, was Disney came out with a behind the scenes at Skywalker Ranch, where they were working on all the special effects. Obviously, Star Wars was a big part of it, but they also did like other movies, and that was cool to see. It's like, okay, so they did more than just Star Wars; they did like all these other films too, and it kind of reminded me of Zaandarbrow a little bit with some of the shit they would say, except they had more money involved. But it's just like it's really cool to see that kind of shit.
I mean, if you think about it, though, like if you look at Zaandarbrow, you look at larger scale production companies, you look at even smaller scale, like single person productions, to like mega corporations. The only real difference between so many of these projects is just the amount of money that goes into it. And like the amount of money just means more money is more polish, and also like more that can actually like be feasibly done. So granted, you could do a lot more with a lot more money, but you could still have the same feeling, the same kind of project, no matter what scale project you have, no matter how much money. It could still be the same like spirit to it, basically.
Yeah,
It's still like the same core idea.
In spirit of
People
15th
then
anniversary of Zaandarbrow, since it does technically tie in, Brower, I don't think you've been able to answer
Come out of the
this.
closet.
I did.
Proud of you.
Sorry, go ahead.
I know you talked about it with me a lot, and you even showed me the video, and it is pretty fucking cool. Your inspiration to do BVL.
Yes, Brower versus Elekete.
Who the fuck is Lackett? We killed them.
Who the fuck is this bitch Lackett? Ew.
I definitely base it off of Reese knows these guys. Ryan versus Dorkman, or Ryan versus Brandon for Saber Comp. So back then they were just called the lightsaber choreography contest, and they would pretty much come back every year with a new lightsaber fight. And I thought it was just a new entry to a new contest every year, but it turns out they have a storyline, and I'm like, oh wait, they're not just random lightsaber videos. They have a story. I can do that, and it turns out they were clones of each other. That's why they were coming back every episode. So I'm like, oh wait, me and Willow can just kill each other each episode and come back with cooler choreography pieces. That'll be fun. Obviously, this is before I learned how to edit lightsabers, so we just filmed it at night with glow-in-the-dark toy lightsabers. Fun times.
Yeah.
But it was definitely that inspiration of just watching saber fight competitions from them and realizing, wait a minute, they're doing this each episode with just lightsaber choreography. Let's make it too.
So now let me ask this to both you and Willow. Where do you think BVL would have gone if you never recruited me into the show? Let's start with Brower.
Oh wow.
It would have died because we would have just been washing, rinse, and repeating. So, adding new characters definitely spiced things up. But I would say after 3 episodes, it would have gone stale because it was just we didn't really know how to choreograph back then. If we did know, it would have lasted longer. But since we were just playing around with toy lightsabers, it would have died pretty quick after the 3rd episode. So thank you for being a new cast member.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna
of-
have to side with Brower on this. It definitely would have died like after like a few more episodes. It might have gone on like to episode 5 or 6 maybe, but it definitely would not have gone to the level it got anywhere near that. No, it would have pretty much stayed at that same kind of very shitty level of just like basic choreography. We might have gotten a little better, but no, it would not have gone anywhere to the levels that it got. Like it certainly wouldn't have reached BVL 9 levels, but without UTO, it would not have reached the BVL 8 levels, BVL 6 levels. Yeah, no, it would not have gone anywhere without you, basically.
And in the end, it was still me dealing with the Sith and Jedi scum.
Yeah.
Surprise,
And,
bitches!
guess,
I am alive as a Force
question.
ghost.
Hold on, guys. Brower's got a question.
I guess a question for UTO and for Reese.
Okay.
For those who have seen Save the World Season 2 Part 1, were you expecting a crossover from a character that you thought would never see the light of day again?
Well, I thought I was pretty much done and buried with the character because it's like, I'm just going to say it now. I will just say it now. That is 100%, no matter what, that is the last time we're ever going to see my BVL character. I think BVL 9 was the most perfect send-off for the character. I never want to put that makeup on again. I have no reason to be that character again.
Chat, place your bets. How long until this is completely wrong? When is he coming back? Play it in comments.
Obviously, until Tio versus Tiberius.
Not happening. I'm done. I want to take more behind the scenes roles on shit.
When we do like
Real quick, Motion Omega saying always loved seeing early saber fight videos on YouTube.
Aww.
Hell yeah, Motion Omega. Hell yeah.
Right. Before you go on, Emily, let's let Reese answer the question.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, no, so like when I saw Tio's Dark Jedi character show up and Save the World, like I lost my shit. Like I pretty much knew that Jerry the Snowman was gonna show up, but goddamn, I never thought I would ever see a character that I wrote more recently, like at the very least, show up in one of Brower's own shows. It was really cool, honestly. But yeah, no, like I agree with Tio. Yeah, like as fun as the character is, BVL 9 is the place to just let the fucking shit rest. Lackett died, Brower died even. Tio was just a piece of shit character, Dark Jedi, whatever. Just let it die.
I love that
because I will say this, like I pulled out the voice, but it's like I'm getting to the point. I'm about to be 30 this year. Doing that voice is hurting me.
But we gotta do the Star Wars Visions spin-off where we start a Sith band that's basically Kiss.
All right.
Oh my god.
I was made for
loving you, baby. You were made for loving me.
In Japanese.
Watashi wa
But yeah, no, I will stand by that. There's no convincing me on it. I'm done with the character.
What
I have
if we
no
paid
reason.
you?
You're not gonna
getting
scrap
paid on Zaandarbrow? What the fuck is this?
the price that I put on to make me play that character again. Y'all would not get
$2.
$1,000. $1,000.
Hey, Brower.
$2.
What about 2 meals at Taco Bell?
No.
Hey, Brower.
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
Oh.
Okay.
What's it like finally having music on your channel that is actually made for your channel?
It feels pretty good, fam. I might recruit you more for future projects. I'm just terrified.
Bethesda music, obviously.
Hold on, you keep cutting out. Sorry, can you repeat that?
Okay, I'll summarize. He's happy about it. He wants to recruit you more, but he's terrified.
He wants to what? But he's terrified.
Recruit you!
Yeah.
Okay, he wants to recruit me.
Yes.
Brower, you are terrified. Is it because I am fucking crazy? Is it because I am batshit insane?
One part of me is like, maybe I can find a royalty-free song here. Hey, that works. The other half of me is like, maybe I can recruit Willow for a music. Hey, that works. Damn it, I did it wrong.
I hate how transphobic Discord is being right now. It's not letting me listen to what Brower has to say.
Yeah.
Discord's Floridian.
We're probably just gonna have to listen back on the VOD for that one at this point because it's just like we're repeating a lot.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well,
I do
no,
have one question
I'm
for you.
sorry, stream. I'm sorry, viewers. Like on our end, we're on Discord.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, the stream quality, we don't have clear quality on our end. You have hopefully clear quality on your end, but we are dealing with the shit quality.
It's because Hog is
Yeah.
cranking
Oh,
it too
hey
much.
guys,
Take
I'm
off.
going to have to call it the night here. I do have an early morning tomorrow.
That's fine.
You are
Thank you,
good.
Patrick.
Thank you, Patrick.
Alright.
Yeah.
Patrick, it was very good hearing from you again. It's nice having a form of contact with you that isn't Facebook. I know we don't talk much, but always feel free to shoot a message. Just don't be a stranger. It's good hearing from you again. It's nice to say that like after all these years we can connect again.
Yeah.
And we hope to see you in future projects, and if not, we hope to see you on great endeavors.
Yeah, I plan on hopefully being down in July for what project we're working on there. But yeah, it's good to get in contact with you guys and just, catch up and hear all the insanity that I have been fortunate enough to miss. I'm glad to reminisce on things I'm not there for.
Hey, you're reminiscing on the fact that you don't have to be part of it. You're safe.
All right.
Yep.
All right, everybody, say
I'm the
goodbye to
safe
Patrick.
distance away.
Patrick,
All right,
bye.
bye.
Patrick.
That was 11:50.
All right, everybody talk shit.
Hey, yo.
Oh my god.
Okay, so this
Patrick's
bitch
Hold on.
Patrick, right?
Hold on. Reese is asking me something. What's up, Reese?
Actually, hold on. Willow, I do have one BVL related for you.
Okay.
Describe to me how it was scoring that one piece of music for BVL 9, Downfall.
So it was interesting because I started that while I was down there in Florida while we were filming that, basically, like in between film shoots, like film nights of us doing that. I had started scoring it, just trying to see like what I could do, and just kind of like, and it wasn't even that we were going to use it at that point, because at that point you were fully set on being like, no, I already have music in mind for this. I want to use some like Star Wars music and like some Clone Wars stuff. I have this in mind, this, that, and this. Maybe if like at some point, but you weren't even like remotely set on having me score anything. But I was still like thinking, no, I'm thinking I want to do something nice for this, something special for this last fight. So let me just start doing something. Let me see what I can kind of do. Maybe do a little something that sounds kind of John Williams, Star Warsy, but and just I think it was just me getting back into BVL after so long, and kind of getting back into Zaandarbrow, not only as just like crew and cast, but also as someone starting to do like other stuff, like becoming more involved in the music and stuff. That is like, that basically was like two or three, like just energies merging and like saying, hey, we're going to make a thing happen. And lo and behold, eventually you came to me saying, hey, remember when we talked about that music thing? So you want to score the end fight for this? And I'm like, hey, I've kind of already been doing that. So hell yeah. No, it just getting back into BVL and just filming those nights really just got me into that whole like mindset, and it just made me want to just kind of do something with it. Even if that did not ever come to fruition, even if that like stayed private, I still just wanted to like do something with that energy. And I'm just glad that you gave me the opportunity, because that allowed that energy to be put back into BVL. So it was cool how it happened like that, honestly.
Yeah, no, yeah, like it's like you said, like for like the first fight and then most of the final fight, like I already had certain songs picked out because they kind of just flowed for what I wanted. But yeah, but like when it came to the whole I have power scene, like I tried a lot of songs and I just could not find something that just fit what I wanted. And yeah, it's like, oh shit, Willow does music. I'll ask them about it.
Oh, yeah.
And then I remember when we were talking about it. I think what I told you originally was like I wanted it to almost sound like a different version of like the song that plays when Vader kills Palpatine in Return of the Jedi. Because you're basically You're basically the Palpatine of BBL.
I remember you specifically asked, I want a theme that is similar to the Emperor's theme, but if it were like a kind of fight scene. Like, not like the throne room fight scene, but you were wanting like the Emperor's theme as if it were like kind of more of a fight thing. That's like how specific you were with it. Like, you didn't want the Emperor's theme, but you wanted something that felt like it, that like could be, if it weren't the Emperor's theme, like it could be in an alternate universe, basically. That's what you were asking for, yeah.
Yeah, this was basically Lackett's theme, if you will.
Yes, in a way. It was like where Lackett was basically the Emperor character for us. This was the Emperor's theme in that sense, yes.
Yep. So yeah, that was really cool.
So, since, to keep the spirit of 15th anniversary, there's another thing that turns 10 years old this year, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Later this year will be the 10th anniversary of Channel 420 News, guys.
Oh my god.
Welcome to
And Blade.
So, on that being said, in the same notion of Reese's very first question, I'm going to go individually with everybody on this. We'll start with Reese. And I know, Reese, you're only recent on it, but, you started as a viewer anyway, and then we're, like, kind of part of it, kind of not, and then, like, yeah, okay, you're here now. So, least favorite and favorite thing, whether it's production story, an episode, or a thing in the episode, things like that. Favorite, least favorite.
Oh, jeez. Okay, so right off the bat, I actually have two favorites that I do want to discuss. So one of my favorites is, this was back when, like, I was still in high school, and I think this was when, like, I was really starting to, like, embrace the whole Jack Mayoff role a lot more seriously. There was one, like, I remember, it was during the summer of 2017, was off of school, and you and Brower wanted me to just do some sort of, like, segment that had to do with the feminist war, I think.
Yes,
And,
it is. It's the feminist war.
Oh
yes,
my
I think
God.
I know what it is.
And then what happened was, I just, like, I don't know why I did this. Like, I just had a lot of energy back then. I literally get in my car, my dad's car. I drive all over my neighborhood and literally call anything that moves a feminist. And then next thing I know, there's a car, like, driving on the opposite side of me. And I just randomly honk the horn and say, "Check your privileges, motherfucker."
So unhinged, and honestly, we love it. That's the kind of energy that we love at Zaandarbrow.
So that's my first favorite. My second favorite is the day off in the office one, where we film with Cole, Brower, Shady, and me. My favorite part isn't really.
Sorry to interrupt you, Reese. Emily just ripped ass, and we're suffocating now.
Oh, God.
The door's open, and we're still fucking dying.
You have to let the...
Oh, no!
The
gas just went
Yes, it's important for Willow to know. God damn it, Emily!
Hey, Willow, your least favorite moment. Go.
Anyway.
It smells like corn syrup. What the fuck? It smells like corn syrup.
While you guys are fighting
Smells like
that,
corn syrup.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. My second favorite moment, though, it's not a moment that has to do with me. It's the part when Shady grabs Cole by the neck at the pool and goes, "I am the weatherman," and then Cole just falls into the pool as if he's just a dead corpse. It was so funny.
Yeah.
And then my least favorite, it was actually last year, believe it or not. So we were filming something for 420. Like I forget what the plot was, but I was in the same room with Willow, Emily, and I guess Willie, who was behind the camera.
Oh,
And all of a sudden, Paz comes out of nowhere, and I did not expect it to happen. It just came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
And
man,
like,
unexpected, motherfucker!
and
Whoa!
Paz,
What the hell?
and then all of a sudden, like Paz and Muffy Scrubs are just arguing while I'm just laying beneath them, and then Willow just randomly shoves me off of the bed, and it hurt like a bitch because I was hella sunburned from the mega shoot.
Oh, I forgot. That's right. I'm sorry. Oh shit. Oh my god, I didn't realize that at the time. You were totally sunburned.
Yeah, no.
Oh fuck. I'm so sorry,
Oh,
dude. Oh my god.
and then I got heat stroke a week later.
Oh yeah, well that was on you, man. That was on you. I'm just saying, you know. Was it worth it? Was it worth it, Reese?
Well, I'm Jerry the fucking snowman, so yeah, it was worth it, motherfucker.
Whatever you say, Chair Bear.
Okay, moving on to
Oh, yeah.
Willow. Willow, your least favorite and favorite moments. You know,
Okay.
on set and episodes.
I would probably say my least favorite would be the emo rises. When pretty much not like the entirety of it, but like most of that Muffy goes emo arc and just like that whole emo rises, the iPhone strikes back, that entire like little mini 420 arc from way back when just had so many like
Actually, Willow,
weirdly
really quick.
awkward
Willow, really
moments.
quick. The iPhone Rises is a non-canon episode that only exists on your channel
know-
because we thought it was too bad.
We say it's
Visually
non-canon,
and
but
comedy-wise. However,
I can personally consider it kind of like loosely canon. It's in my personal Channel 420 playlist, but because you know it's there. The iPhone strikes back. It's there. But it is part of it is part of my probably my least favorite arc and moments of Channel 420 being when Muffy is like in her kind of goth emo kind of phase. And yes, that was definitely a phase. Because I don't really. It's not that I wasn't inspired. It's just I had the idea, and then I did not know where to go with it, and I did not know what to do with it, and it just kind of made my portrayal of stuff during that as Muffy like just not as entertaining for me, not as fun, didn't feel as genuinely like it didn't feel like I was doing my best or as good as I usually would. So that just definitely was like a low point for me as far as 420 goes. It's like, yeah. But for a high 420, I would say that would probably be oh yeah, no, the feminist war and all the stuff with Fargus and all that, yeah, just peak, peak content. That is peak.
Emily, least favorite and favorite moments 420, whether it's on-set episodes, arcs, whatever.
Favorite or least favorite?
Both. You can start with your least favorite because
I can't think of that right now.
Alright, favorite. No!
I like that episode. I just wish I was not so vulgar and
Yeah.
unfiltered as I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
in 2017.
That I will admit that episode is hard to kind of go back and rewatch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I didn't say
Yeah.
those specific words,
Yeah.
it would have been fine if we just replaced them with like something tamer, but
It has one of my favorite John quotes when he's just like right there with Willie because it's like got all this beers like Willie. We gotta put this in your anus.
No, there's good moments.
There is.
It's
Yeah.
just that one.
Yeah.
Would you consider that your least favorite then?
I wouldn't say my least favorite. There's like a lot of other shit. Those dramatic readings.
What about the one time that y'all pissed off our downstairs neighbors?
I don't think that we ever did that, unfortunately.
You're gonna have to narrow that down because there's a lot.
When
of
you were doing a sports review and they kept knocking downstairs, and Tia was like, "Okay, let's go outside. Let's go outside."
Didn't make it better, by the way. I just got louder.
Because you were talking about the fucking
Fuck the Patriots.
I think it was
the
NASCAR.
Denver Broncos, the Denver Burritos.
Yeah, yeah, it was Super Bowl finish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, why were
Yeah.
they getting mad? Did they really not?
We weren't even doing it that late at night either, so it was weird.
Well, it's a Super Bowl.
I don't know
night.
why they were knocking, but all I know is like just going back and watching that episode, not even the bloopers, but just the regular episode itself. Like you hear them knocking loudly, like.
Actually, now that I think about it, I'm not gonna say any names because I didn't even get their names, but they were particularly fucking bitchy about anything we did. We farted crossways. I mean, y'all have a right to bitch, but they don't have to smell it. So what the fuck are they talking about? Nah, they would bitch at us for that. Favorite 420 moment? Shit. I don't know. First night, that was a lot of fun when I did it. Just debuting John Bonerson and just try to figure him out and see what he's made of. I do miss bitch tits.
No.
That was a fun
It's okay.
character.
I miss you too, John Bonerson, but however you do trigger me.
No.
You do trigger me. I'm a Patriots fan, and you do not like the Patriots. But it is good to see you, John.
Patriots would be very easily offended. You won 3 Super Bowls. What the fuck you got to complain about?
Oh god.
I was about to say, as far as least favorite, I don't know. Maybe when I was like away from y'all, I was trying to do episodes of my own and send them to y'all. Those were not the strongest moments. Maybe the anime one, and that's about it.
The anime
and
one
the
was good, yeah.
And the Waffle House one,
Which was still technically the anime one.
Well, no, there's 2. There's just anime in general, and there's Waffle House.
Waffle House.
But the rest of them were not that strong, so I would say those are my least favorite, just because it was hard at that time just to go into something personal. Nobody wanted to hire me at that time, so it was really hard to be motivated because no matter where I applied to, hey, help needed, except yours, fuck off. So, yeah, no, that's just 2022 to 2024 economy. Just like, oh, we need help, not your help, though. So I was kind of demotivated, deflated, and all that, so it was kind of an angsty kind of mood, like, fuck the system. I'm still like, fuck the system, I'm just a little more constructive about it now.
Brower. Yeah. I know you have to sleep. Your favorite and least favorite moments from Channel 420. Oh boy, he's got a lot.
My least favorite moment of 420 is when I would say Seymour's family would rant for 10 minutes and their segment would actually last a whole 25 minutes. And we would forget about the rest of the episode because I think some people actually fast-forwarded the segments that were over 10 minutes long because it was just Aunt Margaret interrupting her son for like a good solid 8 minutes of just rambling, and it was one still shot.
Fuck you, Aunt Margaret!
We did do
I hate
that
those
family.
long shots, Jimmy.
Yeah.
But the long shots on the tripod would just drag on forever, and we would just rant about everything, and it was just really boring. Those shots just those moments in like early Bishop Park days just dragged on for an amount of time.
I will
But
say,
yeah.
we definitely were at a point with when it came to Seymour and the family thing, we didn't know what the fuck we wanted to do with it.
Yeah, other than that, those were my least favorite moments, just the nonstop rambling. But my favorite moments would probably be the just inputting story arcs into the characters in these news stories that we never thought would happen because we're just a news station, but the random story arcs between, like, I would say,
Like you have John and
every
Maurice.
time we would, the best parts are every time we would move into a new studio.
Yes.
And we would try to be looking for all the props, like, where's the alcohol? Where's the money? Where's Arius?
Oh yeah, no. I think I liked it when it's like, okay, let's move to. We got the old studio back, and it just opened a door like, I found John Bonerson.
Yeah, no. So least favorite, although rambling between Seymour's family going on for 20 minutes, but my favorite moments is every time we would move into a new studio looking for all the props.
Jenna, I know you're a recent cast member, but surely you have something you really love from the times you have been on the set.
Oh god. On 420 specifically?
Yeah, 420 specifically.
I think I've only been in. Have I only been in like one?
The roast.
Yeah.
You were in the
roast.
roast. We're trying to bring you back. We're just having a hard time scheduling it.
Oh, well, yeah. I guess like the only time I was on the roast of Brower's birthday, or I'm sorry, okay, I'm not gonna lie. I was doing everything on the fly.
That's 420.
Yeah, and I just I insulted the Brower's dick size, but it was really funny because it just came out of nowhere. I didn't know.
Dude,
I didn't realize what I was saying until I said it. I was like,
that's what's funny, alright,
yeah. And I was just like, I think people thought it was funny.
We were cracking up.
We died.
Okay.
I love the roast a lot.
And yeah, I don't know. I didn't mean it. If anybody has seen that roast, I did not mean it. It just came out. It just came out. And
Just like his
that's what
dick.
happened.
Just like his dick.
Don't get me started on that. Anyway, but yeah, I think that
Well,
was
maybe it is
my
true.
God.
But your favorite moment?
I think that was my favorite moment.
Alright.
I forgot that was my friend.
Oh, I just realized the favorite moment I do have of Channel 420 News. Sorry, this came out last minute. So, yeah,
Just like Brower's penis.
Yeah, that was my favorite, but no. Jameis Areola!
Oh god, I love him.
Yeah, Jimmy Sariola.
No. Honestly, any character Billy fucking plays, he just owns that shit.
He really does.
Yeah.
God, saying a least favorite moment, that's difficult.
It is.
That's really difficult.
Spaceman.
Okay. I am not going to name names, but there was something that happened when we were filming the Feminist War that we ended up having to do a curveball, and a lot of plans ended up changing because, again, not naming names, but we were told like all day, hey, I'm going to do this, and then when it came time to actually film the scene, they didn't feel like filming. And it became a whole clusterfuck.
Yeah.
I'm not naming names.
A lot, well, I mean, it's just like, that doesn't narrow it down, because sometimes a lot of that can happen.
Yeah.
But, yeah. If anybody feels called out, if the shoe fucking fits Cinderella, wear that shit. With pride.
What up, Brower? You got another thing? Alright, Brower's got another thing before I say my favorites.
I guess, I don't know if there's another question after this, but,
Doesn't know.
to end it off with honorable mentions, the debate episodes with the
Every debate
president,
episode is awesome.
with the presidential
Always
debates,
love our debate episodes.
and shout out to my boy Tyrone.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, man. Yeah, homie.
You know what?
Hold up.
Oh, man, OG.
All right.
Actually, no.
Go,
I'll
homie.
let you say your favorites first, and then
All right.
I'll do this.
Added to the least favorite, but I still commend him for being able to run with it. But Jesus fucking Christ, we did not need a sentient washing machine.
Yes, we did.
Unfortunately.
Shut the fuck up. Yes, we did.
Not with the voice Brower was using, no.
I agree. If we rebooted
Yeah,
it,
homie.
different voice.
That's my boyfriend Tyrone.
Oh my god, no.
It's just in the background, just.
I am so glad I did not meet Tyrone. I do not like washing machines. No.
No.
I wash.
I'll tell you what. We get a dryer. That's also.
No,
But it's the white, it's like the most
The
like.
very white sounding one.
No. I'm thinking.
Yes.
No, I'm thinking backwoods Alabama accent.
So John Boner said.
No, that's not backwoods Alabama. That's Tampa.
Close enough.
Not really.
Look,
Jacksonville will be close enough.
Oh,
Look.
you listening? Yeah.
look, the dryer. That's his cousin Franklin.
Oh, hello. My name is Franklin. How good to see you. Good day.
To see you. Yes, indeed.
Hello.
Alright, but my favorite, it's just like I have to say this, is just we took a show that if you ask anybody, can you make a show without a script?
Yes.
We fucking made that happen. We've been able to do that for 10 years.
Somehow it works.
And somehow it works every time, and that's...
Actually, the funny thing is, when we tried it with a script, it didn't work.
Yeah, no!
Yeah.
It really
Yeah.
didn't. Because 420 thrives off the spontaneity.
The only time I never had a script was the Dick Rod family video because
No.
I needed to go off myself.
So, no, there was a point in time where it's like you wanted to try writing 420 with a script. There's 2 episodes of it. And I know this because I had to be gone for a little bit because I was assisting family with medical stuff. And so it's like, okay, I come back to it and I'm watching it and everybody's agreeing like, yeah, this is not as good as 420 without a script. But you needed to end it anyway.
Well, at least we know now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's called
Motion
fake news.
of-
I think it's called fake news.
Yeah, in the
I think,
episode,
yeah, I think that's what it's called, and it ends with Richard coming back because Dick Rod is on a power trip, and they have a Dragon Ball Z fight.
Oh my god.
But being able to like
Wait, I see this one?
probably not. No, it's, I think we were like, yeah, no. we would have to dig for it. Show it to you. It's up
Real
for
quick.
sure. But
Real quick,
what up?
Motion of Mega says, a sentient washing machine. Bros out here making new Transformers. Michael Bay questioning his boot. He may be out of a job.
All right, but
It just didn't explode. That's the only thing.
what I do like is like the one.
Not too late.
Yeah, another thing about 420 that it's just like I thought when I was going back to watch the old episodes, I thought I would be cringing really hard every time the feminists came up, but I realized, thinking to myself, wait a minute,
They just grew up.
no,
They just grew up.
I
They're
did
turds.
this. Yes, they grew up to become TERFs, but it's like not only that, I'm like, I'm actually making fun of people who talk like this legitimately. Because I think a lot of people nowadays forget, no, this legitimately was the
So,
behavior.
like, there definitely was like that cringy counterculture. It was like, oh, what's with the SJW bullshit?
Yeah, there was, for
And
sure.
they- you know, and they end up
Let's
becoming,
kill some penis heads.
and they end up becoming neo-Nazis, which is funny how the anyway. No, it's just like there was
Yeah.
definitely that, but there's also that element that you were talking about where it's just like there are people who do talk like that, and
It's
I
fucking
still say
stupid.
the best part about
Mhm.
the whole war episode is Chris coming in.
Iron Clit Andromeda!
Chris coming in at the end, just going like,
I
"Oh
was
my
trying to
God,
do with
just
my
move to the
clip
fucking
rag."
side. I'm gonna do this shit," and then Big Papa just shoots them, and then in like the vagina area, and they're like, "Hey,
It doesn't work."
That shit doesn't work on me."
It doesn't work! My uncle's gonna destroy it. Yeah. Use the clit ray.
My cut's like an iron.
My clit ray will destroy it. Yeah.
We got worried about the vulgarity of 420 at one point, so we moved it to my channel, and then it was not performing as well, like viewership-wise. We moved it back to Zaandarbrow, and it's thriving.
Bro,
it's fucking great.
Yeah.
Why did it have its own fucking 40-year journey in the desert?
All the great shows do apparently.
Yeah, but if I can like name like individual like segments, this one technically doesn't count. But as far as like Reese reacting, you know, it's a moment of Reese reacting to 420 that still kills me. The one time where it's like he's just watching, he's enjoying the episode, he's like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, and then it cuts directly to Billy and Brian making out, and his face just, his jaw open, and he falls off the screen as the scene continues playing out.
I don't know what the fuck to think of that moment. I was like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, no. You know what? Here's a question for each and every one of you. Besides the moment that you just mentioned, Tio, what is your favorite moment of me reacting to anything over the years?
Unknown Plumber
Season 2. Unknown. Yeah, I'm with Brower. Unknown Plumber Season 2 finale. You're like, oh, is that it? Goes to the credits, and you're like, motherfucker, just off the screen.
Look, I'm sorry, but mine will always, to this date, be how you reacted to BVL8's ending. I will always find that so fucking amusing. That's it?
Literally.
And then
That's the ending?
Alright.
And then 8 years later, I made BVL9. What the fuck?
It's just such a funny reaction. Like how it just like that one face of like the jaw drops, eyes glance at the camera. That's it. All the rage and disgust in you. It's beautiful. It's art. It's fucking art.
All right. Before I Barrack, you please. Sorry. God damn it.
No.
You know, before I pass it on to Emily, I didn't get to finish my thought on the previous question. But it's like favorite things from 420. I to this day am proud of the feminist war. Yeah. I think it's a very steady arc because it's just like it's taking something that was from the very early stages of the show and giving it a proper send off, and that's something it's like I think a lot of shows do fail to do.
Can we mention how they stopped like attacking us and hey to Promenatia, yeah? You wanna go to Starbucks right now? Oh yeah, fuck this, let's go.
Yeah, you know, and I always keep teasing the idea we need to do a Halloween special that is just the zombie of Tatiana sexual, and given where we are right now.
I was gonna say, do like a Thriller music video with that shit.
God. But outside of the feminist war, God fucking damn it, the joke that wins every fucking time, and I don't... Yes, that! I don't know how... I don't know how the whole thing of things going in Willie's anus fucking succeeds every time. Oh my god, oh, Jenna doesn't know.
I will be real, y'all. I have not watched the backlog of 420 News.
It's a lot. It's a lot. I think we're nearing episode 100. I gotta double check.
Oh, wow.
Which that's gotta be a special in and of itself.
We have so many episodes. Oh my god.
I do gotta ask y'all though. We were talking about the Trump, or not even just Trump.
The debates.
Although, was it all Trottle Dump actually?
Yes, Trottle Dump is the only consistent
every
character throughout
single
every
one.
debate.
It was all Trottle
I'm
Dump.
the best. They always film me.
Oh my god.
Listen, I will always
think
be
about
the
this.
debater. I am the real Trottle Dump, and I will debate. Who are you? You are not Trottle Dump. I will debate.
The dumps are going crazy. I know. I want to hear you on this, but the dumps are going crazy.
Dump, 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 dump. Fake dumps. Shut up. Shut up, fake dumps.
LGBT.
Fake dumps. Shut the fuck up. This is my show. I am the president, you fucks.
I am will build a wall,
This is the 5th debate.
and that is how I will make America dump
What
again.
would his name be?
Elongated muskrat.
Elongated
melon husk.
Oh yeah, we do.
All right.
No.
Emily's trying to say something.
Guys, well, I got 2 things to say. Guys, since we have done Channel 420 News in 2016, Throttle Dump is still relevant now.
God,
I'm gonna say this now. I'm gonna say this now as a bit of an anecdote for 420. If the election swung a different way, we were just gonna send the character off. We were so fucking ready for it. We had a whole fight scene planned, and then he won the election, and we were like, "Fuck, we gotta keep going with him."
Well, to be fair, he also might have said
literally
some
how
crazy
South
shit that
Park
would have kept
felt
him relevant.
is how we felt.
Yeah.
Literally.
But
Valid.
the other thing I was asked that I kind of want to leave us on, we did a bunch of debates since then. So like, how would you rank the debates?
Oh, that's a tough
got
one.
mine.
All right, Brower's got his. Let's go.
For a nice little send-off here, I rank the debates to, let's see, 2020 debate is top 1. Under that would be the 2024 debate with all 3 dumbs.
2020 was Michael and me, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
So Dumb versus Sleepy Joe is 1. Then it's the Dumb family debate of 2024 is the second one. And then I still like it, but the 2016 one is at number 3 with classic Vivian McTater tits.
And you killed me!
She is the best character, though.
You know, it's funny, she's the best, and she's only she was
And,
the first debate, and then had a cameo where she just fucking died.
I guess another debate on the channel where we did the presidential lightsaber debate with with
That's not
Justin.
really a debate. We were just so fucking fed up with his
I would
shit.
say it's pretty good. Though.
Kinda.
I would add it in there.
For God, it's really fucking tough, but I think in terms of the fact that it's like I can always go back and watch them. That's how I'm gonna label it. I would put 2020 at number 3. As funny as it is, it's the one I've watched back the least. I would give 2024. It's still gotta have time for me to settle with it, but the whole nature of the fact that it's just like, okay, we have nobody who can be Kamala, even though I think we did have a name for who would be the Kamala Harris one. Cockmala.
Cockmala.
She's
Kamala Harris.
I'm Cockmala.
She is Kamala Harris.
Let's
She wants to take all your dicks and redistribute them.
Kamala Harris.
All right. But number 1 is always going to be the 2016 debate for the sole fact, and all of the debates have this as a consistent thing, where Brower is the moderator of it. But 2016 is the ultimate pinnacle of Brower is excited to do 420. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on, and everything is just breaking him. I come on with the name Vivian McTaterton. He spits his water out. It's fucking great. There's a moment where fucking, Willow's going on about the moose people, and you see Brower like, what is going on?
These moose people in Afghani, I can't stand them. We need to build a wall.
Let's talk about, though, like, in the recent one, the 2024 one,
Yeah.
I liked how Dick was getting more and more of a voice.
He was.
Like, I am so sick of all of you.
I love that.
No. The way he shut them down, I'll tell your wife. Oh, shit.
Alright, but then it's like back in the 2016, but the other thing about it is also just me as Vivian, Willow as Trottled, arguing back and forth, and Brower is stone-faced, facing the camera as all of it's going on around him. It is so... Oh god, Jenna, if there's anything you have to see with the backlog of 420, it is the debates.
I would argue the debates.
All of them are great.
They're all good in their own flavor.
Okay, for the debates, I would have to say My least favorite is the 2020 debate because it is. I feel like just the way that it's filmed kind of is a bit of does it a disservice. But I get it. It was 2020. You know what the fuck were y'all gonna do?
We also had to make it. We also had to keep up the whole thing of like we're in separate areas because it was still like the era that it's like if the people online saw two people together, they would have thrown a hissy fit.
No, yeah, I know. And that's why I get that. But like, what I'm saying is the 2020 debate. It's the way that it was. It feels a little less put together, like less solid than the other two. It does feel like debate. It just doesn't feel as put together because you don't see the candidates interacting in that same room, in that same space, almost
Yeah,
like live
I will
with
say,
Dick in the middle.
yeah,
Like that is such a key element to the 2016 and 2024 debates that just make them work so well. The 2020 debate is good. I enjoy it. But without that element of like being like the two on the side plus Dick in the middle, that just like that is what makes
So,
them win.
so the thing
You
is
know?
like the funny thing is, I think we had two separate cameras up for it because we would actually have Michael and Emily on separate sides of the room as it's all going down. And the funny thing is, it's just like every reaction that they have at each other is still in a real time manner.
It is.
Yeah.
And I wish we kept this as a blooper, but the thing that actually broke us was Michael said something about Walmart, I think, and Emily is channeled up is like he agreed, and then we just all broke in the room. We were like, "What the fuck? They agree?"
I think it's like maybe put Waffle Houses in the Walmarts or build more Walmarts. That's what it was.
It was something about
build
Walmart.
A wall of Walmarts. Like that's
No, wait. I remember what it was.
What was it?
Dick Rod, as the moderator, asked the question, "How would you deal with the Florida man?" And Michael's immediate response is, "I'll get them right at the source. I'm gonna close down Walmart." And it just immediately.
Can't disagree with that.
I can't argue with that. Yep, I agree.
Oh my god.
All right, but go on, Willow.
Yeah, no, the 2020 election is my least favorite just for that, like, because it does kind of feel like it's missing that one element that I do think the 2016 and the 2024 elections debates have that just work. I feel like they just work better as like a single wide shot kind of a thing, if you know what I mean.
Because like
But
it's the best looking one, but it does miss that rambling.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a lot more like, not to say the others weren't spliced and edited, but there's a lot more splicing kind of between the two debaters and stuff almost.
Mm-hmm.
But what's it called? Then I would have to say ooh, God. Yeah, no, I would have to say numbers 2 would be the 2016 debate. It's the hard. It's like very close to number 1. It may as well be, but it's number 2, 2016, just because it doesn't necessarily have the same amount of like kind of polish, the same amount of expertise and comedic knowledge that we now have today. 2024 debate is peak fucking. I can go back to that any day and just cheer myself up for like 15 minutes straight because it's just watching Brower through the entire thing, like, it's very much like the 2016 debate, but longer and better. Like, it's just funnier because it's just more extreme. Because he's just not only is he trying not to break, but he's just progressively getting more frustrated. And it's just so beautiful to see it unfold. Not to mention, I love the idea of us bringing back an old character and having him interact with a new version of that character directly, and just having those two dynamics just play out like that was such
and
a fun
Into
thing.
the Trumpiverse.
Yeah, and of all the characters that we ended up having to recast from you, which for your blessing on that, because we definitely were at a point. It's like, okay, no, these characters still have something that we can like do with them. We can't get rid of them, except Bitch Tits. I just had to kill him off.
Yeah.
But it was the.
I do wish we could bring back Bitch Tits, but I get it. Yeah.
It's the. Is the one time that on 420 where we took a character that you played, got to see the recast, and we put that side by side. It was never done before, and it ends up being probably the best decision we could have made. It's like, what dimensions? Only two dimensions. Only two dimensions merch on Redbubble.
Yes, it is on Redbubble.
Yes, buy the only two dimensions merch. Ronald Dump. Make America dump again.
Make America. I need to make that a shirt, actually.
Make America dump again. But God, was that your number one, Willow?
Yeah, no, 2024 was my number one, with 2016 being very close behind, and 2020 being at number 3. But it's a respectful number 3. It's still good.
One thing,
still quite good. Yeah.
One thing I will give 2024. When the dimension opened up in Willie's ass, and then we like made it seem like things were actually flying towards there, and it's like, okay, we cut the camera, we opened it back up because we realized the wig was on the wall.
Dude.
It's the woke pussy.
Dude, I wish we had filmed where the wig went.
We did.
Wait, we did?
We did. We actually did.
Oh,
I
that
think
was
it's in the.
bloopers, right?
I think it's in the reunion vlog where we actually.
Because like so we were like just throwing shit. I wasn't aiming for nothing.
No, you were, but it was Willow's wig. That's the other funny part.
It was my wig, and it just landed right perfectly on that hook. It was perfect.
It was
perfect.
I think even Willow's like, you see, I'm the real dump. My hair survived.
My hair doesn't fall down. I'm the real dumb.
But on that note, to all the viewers that are like in the stream, thank you. If you're somebody here who came from the Zaandarbrow channel and you're just like, like watching this possible edited version that Brower is going to do later on, hey Brower, get over here. We're saying thank you to the fans.
He's tired.
Yeah, he's allowed to be tired. It's fine.
He had a long day.
He's been working on this channel for 15 fucking years. 16 if you count 2009.
Oh, he's coming. He's coming.
But we just want to say from all of us here, we at the end of the day, as much as we are the family, we are the cohesive unit, we can't make content without y'all. And Brower, what do you have to say to your fans after 15 years, 10 years since that?
Thank you all so much for watching my show. Now, I command you to leave some comments for future videos. Without you, we would not be here. We would not be here. Subscribe for the
Please subscribe.
Shop for our merch.
Please subscribe.
Yeah.
Please subscribe. Subscribe, or they will kill the puppies. Please.
Oh.
The puppies.
What the fuck?
All right. Let me see who I can read at this fucking hour of the evening.
I'd be surprised.
Reese, what do you want to say for this to close out?
I just want to say thank you all for tuning into this. I gotta say, I never thought I would be in this place right now with Zaandarbrow. Like 10 years ago, I mean, I was a fanboy. I mean, I still am, but I become more of a creative on the channel, and it's been a really nice honor. I'll say that. As for all of you here, thank you all for just being like good friends to me, for kicking my ass when I need it. And for pushing me to do better. And yeah, I can't wait for the many more memories we'll make.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. We appreciate you, definitely.
Reese, anything you want to say? 15 years, 10 years of Brotherhood? Close us out.
Yeah, so Smash Brotherhood turned 10 years old today. It's like I just said, it's so bizarre. I remember when I was in high school, it was a very different time, obviously.
Reese,
and I gotta say,
Reese. That was directed to
yeah,
Willow. We're good. We're trying to leave.
I thought you asked me.
Hello?
Yeah. Anyway, Willow.
Hello? Yes?
Willow, what do you have to say to the fans?
It's wild that, like, it's been 10 years since Smash Brotherhood came out. It's been wild that it's been 15 years since Zaandarbrow came out. It's been even longer since Brower and I came together and just started making random little skits and just for the shit of it, for the fun of it.
11
And
years. It's been 11
I
years
know.
since me and you got divorced on my mom's porch.
Damn.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What?
Fuck.
Yes, you do this all the time. Why do you hit me? Remember that video?
Oh my god, yes.
Now,
Yes.
it's been almost
It's
been almost 11 years since
room was an inspiration.
yes, it's been almost 11 years since our amazing best news ever show.
Oh yeah, the best news ever. God, those were
And
times.
lastly, it is nice to see you again, Master.
Oh no.
No, wait, I thought you were the master. I was the apprentice.
It's okay, that video is on unlisted now. It's fine.
Very good, master. Very good. We're not going to refer to anything else about that video.
All right, thank you. Thank you everybody
No,
watching.
yeah.
Thank you everybody watching. Well, this VTuber apparently is talking about going to North Korea or something. Why the fuck not? Let's give them a raid.
Hell yeah. Now, thank you so much, fans. Thank you, everyone who has been with us for the journey, any part of the way. Thank you for those of us joining just now. Thank you for those of you joining, like, from long ago.
Yeah. See y'all. All right.
Damn, way to cut off Willow.
I had to. It was on a timer. Anyway.
Thank you.